mine.
Because you're loud.
I think we need more juice on our mics.
Why is the
More
curtain
juice.
open?
More juice, more juice, more juice, more Everything's different, and it's because Scopo's not as good as Kelly.
Scopo, the show should have already started. This is good talk.
We're live right now.
We have
talk.
plenty of Jews.
Are live.
Why is the curtain open? It's creepy.
Welcome to You Know What Dude podcast with Bobby Kelly. I am a guest hosting Ari Shaffir. With me today is Louis J. Gomez,
Whoa.
Joe List,
Hello.
Rebecca Cave,
Rebecca Cave. That's a great name.
Rebecca's
Soder.
Cave. That's what I call her pussy.
Rebecca Cave.
Louis, it's a bit juvenile.
That sounds.
We were all easily, when in our minds, we're like this. That's a terrible joke. And then we kept moving.
But
Except for you.
Rebecca Cave sounds like a co-star in a Shannon Tweed movie.
Yeah, it does. You're
Yeah,
right.
like a lot of tit, no puss.
Okay, that's a better joke than Rebecca's Cave.
I did not say that.
Way better.
I did not say that.
Step your weak ass, go right to pussy
That
joke
joke
writing.
was so bad I didn't even know how to comment on
from
it.
the Big J School of Comedy. Dick hair, pussy, asshole meat.
Scopo,
That's how you rattle
when are
it
you going to
off.
close the curtain? It's very creepy. There's a weird light. I don't like it.
I'm trying to get this
I'm
out
gonna
to the
do it.
people
Joe's
because
making me, man.
someone
Thank
fucked
you.
up the keyboard as
Dude,
well.
you should never
Kelly
be off
fucked the
mic.
keyboard?
You are hilarious. Scopo should be off mic.
All I'm saying is, if Kelly was here, this would be going a lot smoother.
Hilarious is dramatic. He's very funny.
Where is Kelly? Kelly's in Australia on another trip to Australia.
Yeah, she has to go back to check in. They're like, so still not going well. Go back out there.
Hey, come on. She's not even here to defend herself, that dumb twat.
Hold on, when she is here, she can't defend herself.
Oh. Yeah, but you know what? She would have had the show going about 15 minutes ago. I don't care how big your butt is. You suck, Scopo.
Oh, boy. This is the top 10 episode already.
Listen,
Fucking
you guys. I know he runs a show and he runs however he wants it, but I've decided to.
Bobby
run it
doesn't run.
a little differently. There's been some people that have been underappreciated here. Joe List in particular.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
And there's been some people who are not carrying their weight. Louis, pay attention to me right now.
Yes.
Yeah, you stink.
I have a lot
I'm
of weight.
going to rule with an iron fist. First and foremost, I found $1 here.
You found a
I'm gonna
dollar?
Yeah.
That's all of Ari's juice senses.
I'm going
Just
to give it out. I
sniffs out
smelled
the
it
money
in
in the
his bin.
couch.
And whoever makes the first funny joke can grab it.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, Louis just grabbed it.
Well,
That was a pretty
Lewis's
funny joke.
That's the joke.
That's the joke. I just smashed it.
Silently
What's
took it.
that dumb shirt you're wearing?
It says suffer.
Yeah.
Why?
Or if you look at it from certain angles, it says queer. Why? I don't know.
Oh,
It does.
Take
That's
the
not why you
wig.
got it. That's not why you got it.
Take the wig.
Is it the bomb wig? Where's the bandana?
Kelly took it.
Kelly took it. She's framing it and hanging it in her wall.
She's becoming one with it. It's like singularity.
It's like in her skin.
She's gonna smother a
I'm Paul
kangaroo.
Bandana now. Look, Bobby. I got
That
a
wig
bandana
works for
fused into
you.
my forearm.
You look adorable.
You look
sweet.
fucking
Oh my
retarded.
God, dude.
You really do. I'm not saying
You
this
look like
is-
a pinup girl.
You look great.
Wait, are we on camera right now? Is this a Ustream?
Yeah,
look
it's
sick.
Ustream right now.
Is Cave Ozzy out there?
No, because no one can connect.
Louis
No one
looks
knows
sick.
we're live because
no one
someone's
tweeted it.
fucked up with the button, so I can't type "we are live" right now. So
Wait,
I'm trying to get batteries in here.
What's the web address?
I like that you couldn't think of keyboards. You went with
Yeah.
button.
Somebody
Somebody fucked up the,
The button.
button.
Hey, bro.
Joe List.
The one button.
The button pad.
Yo, bro. The button thing's broke.
If you were wearing black fishnets right now and heels, I would fuck you. Walt Weiss was the fucking shitty shortstop.
He
It was
fielded
a good
well.
zing.
I was talking about the Bash Brothers from Mighty Ducks too.
Oh, what?
Yeah, you
What?
remember
That's
that?
not a thing.
Yeah, it was. I swear to God.
I like
Yeah,
that the
it
Mighty Bucks 2, the entire Olympic team, was just that Pee-wee hockey
yeah.
team.
No, but 3 people in. You got the
By the
fast
way,
Spanish.
There was
kid
a
that couldn't
cowboy.
stop.
How the fuck did the guy from Good Burger get on the Olympic ice hockey
That
team?
goalie from Mighty Ducks,
Yeah, Cat. Her name was Cat.
huge coke addict now.
She is?
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh,
the
you're
boy.
talking about
Goldberg.
Goldberg. Yeah.
Well, we were talking about Mighty Ducks
No,
too.
yeah, they took her out. They took Goldberg out of there for the girl.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah, he's huge coke addict, all thin and
That
like
was in
red. You know when
3.
somebody does too much coke too fast?
Oh.
Yeah, that's what he looks like now. And he comes by comedy clubs like, "Hey man, how you doing?"
Oh,
wow.
that's weird.
They had to
Yeah.
replace him with a chick. They were like, we can make a third one, but the first 2 are a little too Jewy, so we're going to need a woman in there.
Was that 3 she was in?
You guys saw 3 Mighty Ducks movies?
Yeah.
I saw all
Yeah,
3.
she was good. And
Do you remember when the one kid, the captain of the team, was fucking that dude in that Cruel Intentions movie? That was weird, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
That
he wanted
happened.
to. Cruel Intentions was when they
Adams.
kissed and the spit came in between them.
I don't know, but it was gross.
Oh, yeah.
Was that one?
It was
Yeah.
that.
Gay
Yes.
sex is gross. That's the point of this show.
Day
Louis.
6. Oh, day 6.
I have to go buy batteries. so you can keep it rolling.
I gotta go.
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys want to do. You guys want to hang out here?
Well, now we're really gonna lose
Every
the
time-
audience if you leave.
Every time Scopo.
My,
I'm not gonna lie. Something that I've for some reason because of Scopo, we always make Scopo's butt jokes. But I just imagined him reshooting the beginning of Rex and Effects' music video where that chick's playing the saxophone in the ocean. No one
yeah,
remember
no,
that?
I do not.
Bombwig.
Chris, there's a magic store. They sell joke books. If you want to pick one up,
Scopo's a comic
give me the
too,
wig.
right?
you have something.
He's a comic, right?
He's getting there.
Okay. Did he just
No,
start? What's
he's
the
a
deal?
comic. No, he's good. He's a couple years in, and I don't know. Someone else talk about Scopo.
I don't really. Yeah.
Sweet guy,
He's
great butt.
fine.
He's good.
Talking about the impunity now. He won't find out till like a week from now.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Hey, first
That's
podcast
great.
of the new year, right?
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, no,
That we
no,
recorded.
Yeah, that we're recording.
So, what are you guys thinking for this year? Not resolutions, but like, what are you guys gonna accomplish? Lewis, you're gonna accidentally knock up another baby and try to fucking stick to it for no reason?
Did you knock up a baby?
No.
Yeah, how are you avoiding that?
She died. Third month of pregnancy. It's crazy. Really bad.
Babies can't have babies.
There's that whole thing where they say babies having babies. Turns out not true.
Lewis found out the very emotionally tough way.
You will kill that baby.
Yeah, if she tries to have a baby.
How are you not gonna have another kid? What are you doing?
Not right now. No,
No,
I mean,
how-
I
what
did-
are you
I'm
doing
so
now?
exhausted just from having one baby. That yeah, I mean, I need a couple more years. We need to. be
No,
able
I
to
mean, what are
hire
you
a
doing
nanny.
to not have one?
What am I doing not to have one?
Yeah.
Not boning.
You're just not fucking
No, we're-
Abstinence.
we have some sex, just not the same way it used to be.
anal. You're saying. What do you mean? It's not the same way it used to be.
Shoot the first one off inside of her, pull out, and say I pulled out. That way. We don't do that anymore.
Puh, puh.
Right.
Ah! Now I'm done.
Ah. Oh, that orgasm was really weak.
Oh, sorry. It's almost like it was an after orgasm.
List is going to beat off to that.
Yeah, he likes
Yeah,
the thought
instead of leave.
of Lewis busting nuts.
Do you, Rebecca and Soder, do you guys just go pull out? What do you guys do?
I go pull out.
You go pull out. Rebecca?
I use condoms.
What?
Oh.
Yes.
Isn't it
Oh my
horrible though?
God.
I don't know how to break it to you, but
The condom?
95% of the comedians I know have STDs, so
Oh,
I
no.
use condoms.
What?
Oh no.
Statistically,
You
there's
mean
at
Joe
least two
Liston
in this
than
room.
us?
And DeRosa. They
We call them list TDs.
That's good.
Give me the dollar back.
It's not
Give me the dollar back.
95%, but a lot of people do fuck in the community. So if one guy has it, everyone's gonna have it
Right.
soon.
It's mostly just HPV. I'm a 36-year-old who doesn't have it, and I want to keep it that
Well,
way.
that, I
Oh,
don't even
yeah.
count that as a real disease.
Yeah.
I mean,
they
nobody
say it
does,
goes
but
away.
Still, it's
Yeah,
it's-
I heard
Goes
it
away
was.
eventually.
I heard it goes away
You
eventually.
just need a laser beam and a
You heard
knife.
Yeah.
Back
It's an
when
annoying one
I
to
was
deal with.
getting them frozen
it's the
off.
same
man.
way Joe fights aliens.
I had them too. You had them frozen off.
Oh man.
I gotta go do that.
Oh, dude. The funniest part about
You
getting
got them right now?
I-
You
Yeah, I
know
got it's crazy. It's like Braille.
I call it the reset
What's the
button.
big idea?
Hey.
The
What's
funniest,
going on in here?
Yeah, what?
the funniest thing about that is what?
You're word tarded. Is that a thing? All right, count it. I thought that was gonna be bad.
You had them now. You've had them. Have you
I
had
thought that
them?
was gonna be the worst.
What warts? I've never
Yeah.
had any warts on my dick.
Really?
What
I
have
had
you
them on my
had? On
finger
your
once.
fingers?
My finger
Oh.
once. Yeah.
Well, imagine that, but it's your dick.
So somebody had a warty asshole.
Oh, yeah.
Better ways-
I bet you have a warty asshole.
No, not at all. I would.
I've
say
seen
it.
his asshole a
Yeah.
bunch.
Do you remember
By
when?
we, I mean
I
me,
remember
but
when
whatever.
I remember when you put your butt out one time and I punched it and my
Oh.
knuckle. My
Oh yeah, it
knuckle-
was mad. It was at the end of the podcast, and I get really hot in this
My
studio.
knuckle got moisture on it.
Yeah, my ass was very
It's like
sweaty.
do.
Yeah, butt do. It was some straight Louis J.
Somebody
Gomez.
just write down the word "butt do" because that's the name of this podcast. We
I
know
thought,
that.
I thought condoms didn't even stop warts from coming.
They don't.
Yeah.
Condoms don't stop warts.
Yeah.
They don't stop HPV.
It's
That's a skin on.
impossible to stop HPV.
That's a skin
So
on skin.
why
thing.
do you use condoms?
I don't know.
She just wanna be
I-
pregnant?
I don't want to get pregnant. That's true.
I had an
But
audience
I also
member-
don't. I'm not worried.
Having a
about
baby
that.
will ruin your life and career.
I
Oh,
had
you
a
don't have to tell me.
abortion's so easy. I had an audience member say this once that for a girl, sex with a condom on is like having a massage with a t-shirt.
Yeah, that's about right. And that's got to feel the same way for a guy too.
It's
not.
not. It's
you
it's
get
nowhere
a
near that
slight
good.
tingling in like the very, very tip of your dick. That you're like, oh yeah, it
I
registers.
guess that's a
I haven't had condomless sex in almost 3 years
Why have you not
Yeah.
had sex at all in 3 years?
because I've been having sex with a condom on with my girlfriend because
What?
I got a bunch of STDs.
Oh
I
yeah.
have 1, 2, 1.5.
What are the other ones?
1.5.
Herpes,
You got
You have
1.5.
HIV.
HIV, and
Let me ask you a question about
cancer.
herpes.
Yes.
Because I did it with a girl with herpes once a long time ago. I didn't get it, but she was like, she told me right before we started doing it, which was like,
So fucked
I'm
up.
not gonna stop now. It's
Maybe
like,
it was the
there's no
same
way.
girl.
Maybe.
Was it in L.A.?
Yeah.
Oh.
Was it Beatrice?
I had the same thing happen. I had the same thing happen.
going on
We were both naked and I was about to enter and she said time out and then she was like, I gotta tell you this. But at
gave you
that
the
point I
Zach
was like, I
Morris?
don't,
Car.
yeah.
Game on.
That
But I
is
was like,
so
I don't
fucked
I was like, I
up.
don't at that point I would have fucked
You're not
my
thinking straight.
sister.
Time
Yeah.
out.
Did you use a condom that day?
No.
You didn't even use a condom,
No, I had no condom with me. We were already naked in there.
and that's how you got it.
I think so. I'm not sure though because I didn't have
possible.
it. I didn't get a breakout for 6 months, which is very rare. But then I did get a breakout 3 days after fucking a different girl.
What
Yeah,
is?
but I don't think you can get a breakout
No, I
3
think-
days later.
Yeah, I think it takes a while, right?
No, it's like 2 to 17 business days.
No, really?
2 to 14 days.
I heard
Typically.
years.
Platinum package.
But it can be, yeah. It can
Do
remain
you want
idle.
extra?
Now let me ask you a question. What's
I can
an outbreak
overnight
look
you
like?
those herpes.
Well, now I don't. Damn it, we missed comedy.
Sorry.
Oh,
Good.
I know, I missed it.
I was like, do you want me to overnight these herpes?
It'll be an extra $32, but you can get them immediately.
FedEx.
Just for your location.
Now I don't get outbreaks anymore because I quit drinking and I'm healthy-ish, so I haven't had an
You take
outbreak in a
pills
long
for it?
time. I don't because I never could afford them.
Is that what it is though? To keep them away?
If you take like Valtrex or whatever, I think that helps. The longer
Herpes
you
is the
have it,
one.
the more like immune system.
Herpes is the
build up.
legitimate like golden arches of.
It's dodgeball.
Yeah.
You got hit.
Diseases.
You're out.
But
So it's like you're out.
I remember one time there was a girl that I met at the Queen Center Mall when I was selling comedy club tickets like 7 years ago, and I brought her home with me. She was a real slut.
Ew!
A
You
real-
picked up a girl selling tickets.
Oh yeah, dude, that was the best pickup
Dude,
line
Lewis
ever.
used to get
A lot of puss.
a lot of
Yeah.
pussy.
Lot
you
of
used to
puss.
smash.
I used to smash.
That's
ton
a
of
term,
puss.
right?
Yeah.
Crushing Trent.
Crushing, yeah. Those are
You're
some
really s-
urban sex
You're really
terms.
speaking the Scopo language now.
He's like, yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro, crushing tail.
Oh, is that more Italian? I thought smash was black.
Smash.
Or is it just cool
No,
guy?
that's smashing
smashing
car
girls,
windows and
bro.
taking their stereos.
Oh, Lewis, that is
No.
insensitive.
What?
No.
Blacks are thieves. I'm not gonna ignore it.
Black to your Queen Story Mall.
So, dude, I brought this girl home with
Puerto
me,
Ricans never steal.
and she wouldn't fuck me. She was on her period.
Okay.
And then she was like, "All right, I'll suck your dick." And then she went to go suck my dick. She was like, "But my throat's been really acting up lately. I think I might have herpes in my throat." And before she got the word throat out, I pushed her head down. She was like,
Oh, boy.
She really did want to suck
Wow.
your dick.
You're a racist rapist in one sentence.
She
I was like,
she made up a fake form of herpes to not suck your dick, and then you
"What'd you
forced.
say?" Oh.
Yeah.
wow.
Oh wow.
Wow, that's why you wear that suffer T-shirt.
I only make.
What is that brand?
I don't know.
I just
Is it
imagine
skate
someone
brand?
watching his act going,
What's
I
that?
agree.
It's like a
It says rogue status
says
on the
Rogue
back.
status, nigga. What's up? All day.
No.
All day.
Hey, people listening at home, if you want a really easy way to make a lot of money, it's T-shirts. We definitely need more T-shirt makers.
Yeah.
I bought this T-shirt. I bought like 10 T-shirts at Yellow Red Bastard. $5. They have the downstairs. It's just full of graphic tees for $5.
Oh,
No
that's great.
way.
I can get a
Yeah.
suffer shirt.
An ugly suffer shirt? It's only like 50 cents
A
piece?
shirt that looks like a failed band. Is that
Wow.
what that is?
And from
Fucking
the side
eat
it
from
says
straight
queer.
edge band.
From 99,
Yeah,
they're a
hey,
fucking
guys,
new metal band.
It's like I throw it to you when you're sleeping on my couch. Like, that's my brother's old band. I don't know. Wear that
Wipe
shirt.
your jizz off with this.
Yeah. It's a real jizz rag shirt.
One time, my mother bought me and my friend.
Speaking of jizz rags.
Hey, Lewis,
Aw.
that is really.
Ah, you know what, though?
Listens.
I know
too
he's such
far.
I know he's such an animal. I like that one.
Oh boy!
That one really
I hope your
made me
baby
laugh.
gets sick.
I like that one even better.
And he will. One time, my mother. Every year, my mother buys those Old Navy like 4th of July shirts and like gives them to me as a gift. So I have
Yeah.
like a 4th of July Old Navy shirt. I never wear them because I don't.
You've worn
like-
one or two of them before.
Yeah,
I've
I wear them
seen
if I'm
you-
working out or
I've
whatever.
Nah, I've seen you wear one.
I don't just
for one.
wear them non-ironically.
Old Navy T-shirts? That's
Joe.
Like a
Oh.
big, it says like a big American flag on it and whatever. It says Old Navy 2008, Happy 4th of July or some shit.
Oh, right.
Anyway, she
You
bought
wouldn't wear them on 4th of July, though? That's kind of fun.
4th of July maybe. Yeah.
No, 4th of July, it's not ironic at all.
Yeah.
But 4th of July, it's like, America. That's the one day I celebrate.
These colors don't run.
Joe List is a
No,
survivor.
they don't.
Run.
You're a survivor, Joe.
Yeah, I'm a marathon survivor.
He's
A lot of people don't
By
know
the way,
about that.
apparently it just didn't even happen, you fucking liar. That's what that internet thing said.
Yeah.
What?
Someone,
No, no, it
someone
happened.
online is saying that the Boston massacre, the Boston marathon bombing was
Boston
staged.
massacre.
Actors.
The
Yeah.
Boston
They're all
massacre was
actors.
staged.
Oh no,
Yeah.
the thing went off, but
They never shoot that kid.
All the other people were actors. They said the guy that was in that was representing that crazy redhead guy from Aurora. His lawyer was also one of the school teachers in the other shooting, and they show
Oh.
pictures like this girl looks exactly the same.
Why
Yeah,
would
they
they
show,
hire
like-
the same actors?
I know.
Don't you think that's a big omission?
I know it's just a similar looking. Person.
That's like the George Bush 9/11 things where I'm like, well, if they were going to come up with this whole thing, why wouldn't they have Saddam Hussein? They're like, he did it so he could go to war. Like, well, why didn't they blame Saddam Hussein on 9/11 then?
He'd be like, guys, I want
Isn't
in.
that a big omission?
Because Saddam Hussein is not SAG.
By the-
and
Or, or why wouldn't they
I
have
will
them?
not pay my dues.
Why wouldn't they have them prevent the thing?
I
Like
love
it
how-
almost happens and then they prevent it.
Oh yeah,
That
exactly.
would have been a
Prevent it.
much better conspiracy.
Yeah,
So those are my big
like
holes.
they did with the shoe bomber.
Right.
I'm positive that guy was set up by the
Or-
FBI. Positive.
Wow.
Like
The
in-
bomb just didn't quite go off because he accidentally stepped in a puddle.
That's
Yeah,
what it
that
That's the
was.
sounds more
story
made
they
up.
sold us.
Now that sounds more made up.
But you're saying they should have prevented 9/11.
Like they have a plane coming in, and then right before they shoot it out of the sky, and they're like, "Look what
Smokey
we
the
did!"
Bear comes out just.
And then people are like,
Or-
"George Bush is amazing."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the movie Executive Decision with Steven Seagal. It's great.
Yeah, remember he
Ooh.
died
And Kurt
in the
Russell.
first 10 minutes,
I
and
was
everyone's like,
Furious.
I,
I
thought
rented
Steven
that-
Seagal movie.
I
and he
rented that
died.
VHS and I was furious. He gets
Yeah.
caught in the thing between the two planes.
He flies out
They
of the.
fucking take him out.
That's how I felt about Emilio Estevez in Mission Impossible when he
Oh,
died. I was like, "This is
yeah.
the whole reason I watched."
Oh yeah.
I thought they deserved more.
Estevez.
Emilio Estevez, it's funny, nothing. Oof. Jeez.
Where's that wig?
Hey guys, did you all feel a little bit after that Boston Strong started, where you're like, relax, Boston, it wasn't that big a deal.
Well, he's from
Of
Boston.
I was
compared
there.
to 9/11.
I was there too. I had shrapnel on my neck for like 2 months after that.
Jason Cantor's alcoholism saved Joe List's life.
Really?
That's true. I was trying to get to the finish line, but Cannon was like, "We got to go to a bar," and I was like, "Come on, let's just go to the finish line." And then we stopped at a bar.
And
And that's where we were
really?
when it happened. Yeah.
That's crazy.
yeah.
Fucking Jason Cantor.
I might have,
Yeah.
I might
It's
have
the
lost
only
a.
good thing he's ever done.
Did you just reflect on that? Like,
But yeah, it did
Okay.
seem kind of like a wussy
Overboard.
attack compared to like.
Yeah.
You know.
And everyone's like speaking like, and everyone rushed to help. Not one person ran away. I was like, what videos were you looking at?
yeah.
Right.
As soon as the first bomb went, people were scattering.
Yeah.
Don't just make up details of life and just say that's how it happened.
But there was a lot of people that lives get changed, and then each person affects. So it affected a lot of people.
Yeah, but these people that are saying
died.
it's fake, why are they saying
They're just saying that it's like they
Government's
show.
using it to get us on board with
I
against
couldn't even
terrorism.
fucking try. I couldn't even follow what they were doing, but they had a bunch of diagrams pointing to like people's ears, showing that they're the same dude from like. I don't know, dude. They're just saying I guess it didn't happen. I don't actually believe that, by the way. I think it.
They
Actually
did the same thing with the LA shooting when that guy shot up the TSA.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
they're like, oh, look, they're leading a dummy away. And people are like, that was a fucking drill a month ago.
Yeah.
Right.
Dude,
That's
every
not
single
that.
one of those things, the school shooting in Connecticut and Newtown, they did that. They were saying it never happened. There was no cops near the
Yeah.
school. Every fucking idiot comes up with some sort of
Yeah,
crazy
those people
conspiracy
are
theory.
dumb
I
dumb.
was
The
so-
best one was Loose Change, where they were like, it's just
the guy's voiceover lost me in the first minute where he's like, "This is the World Trade Center."
he sounds
You're
like an alt comic.
Yeah, you're like, you fucking 19-year-old doing your own reel.
Hire the black guy. If you want people to listen, hire the black guy.
If they would have had a black dude, I'd be like, dude, 9/11 was an inside job. And
Well,
he was like,
the
Not
best
a
is-
black dude, the one. What's his
the-
name?
Morgan Freeman?
Yeah.
They had the
voiceover
response.
guy.
I thought you meant the
to-
homeless guy from Cleveland.
I thought you meant
yeah.
well, no, he should have said freckled black man.
The conservatives came up with a response to Loose Change, and the whole thing of Loose Change, they were like, "How could a Boeing 757 make a hole this size?" And it's just a little shitty hole. But then they have in the response, the video, they pan out, and there's a gigantic gaping hole right next to
yeah.
that hole.
That's
It's the
hilarious.
best.
It's hilarious. I thought they were gonna pan out and it was somebody's asshole. It was
love
Rush
how-
Limbaugh's asshole.
Yeah, afterwards, everyone's like, that's not how this aluminum burns, or whatever the
Yeah.
metal was. I'm like, how do you know?
Yeah, I
you
like-
haven't even heard of that metal.
People know how metal burns.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that aluminum burns at 363 degrees Fahrenheit.
No one knows that. That's why I'm still watching this video because I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. Now I know.
No one knows what happened. No one's probably ever going to know.
Dave
I'm just
Smith
happy
knows.
it was New Yorkers.
You were happy it was New Yorkers?
Yeah, as opposed to anyone else.
Why? You think everyone else would have just? Why you like everyone else? Or
This city's predisposed to handle it better. Is that what you're saying?
No, you guys are just pushy.
so you
Ah,
think?
space. We gotta push.
Yeah, I
Very
guess so.
pushy.
Yeah.
But where, like, let's say it happens in Los Angeles. What happens? 9/11 happens in L.A.
Make way more movies about it.
I mean, there's 2 movies a year
Yeah.
on how it's affected.
Oh, afterwards, all the studios were like, well, they're going to attack us next because of what we represent. So
Yeah.
they started, like, taking people's IDs. And they're like, nobody gives a shit about your fucking movie making.
Yeah.
There's 18 people here. Relax.
All right, that 9/11 happens in Chicago. What happens? They name a hot dog after it.
A lot of deep dish
Yeah.
pizza.
They're like,
Dip dish.
Yeah, I fucked that one up, Louis. All right.
I'm going to attack Chicago because of the deep dish pizza.
Give up
Your
your dollar.
dish.
Body.
Death to the deep dish. If they want to attack Chicago, you gotta go through us first.
that Midwestern, we're gonna do something when they can't do anything.
You come to Chicago, you're gonna have yourself a problem. You attack North Chicago.
Has anybody ever been to Zanies?
No, I did
Nobody.
Up, which
Up.
was
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
How was that?
It was good. It was all right.
I loved it. It was a sad ending, but as far as cartoon movies go, it was really great.
Hey, Joe List.
That was a Pixar film. Up. Anyway, so if you ladies are at home, I don't really have herpes outbreaks anymore. So
You still have the girlfriend?
Joe, why wouldn't you just
Take care of
why
this
wouldn't you
one.
just hide that though? That's
No,
what I
no,
wanna
no.
know.
well, it's too late now.
Yeah,
Don't
what?
hide who you are. That's an awful way to be.
No, say it was a joke.
Why would
I was
you?
just joking, everybody.
It's the easiest
It's
way to get the word
all
out.
cleared up.
Herpes.
It's way more,
Kidding.
way more comfortable to say it now than right when we were about to
Yeah.
be with somebody on a date.
Well, it's too far to renege now. It's been years.
Do you regret?
Joe, what are you gonna do when you want to
No.
have kids?
What do you mean?
Like,
Take
Give
the-
them herpes?
you're gonna get like your
Well, you can
girlfriend.
have sex
Rubs
without
his
having.
dick.
It's not like
Well,
his
first of
jizz
all,
doesn't work
He
anymore.
rubs
First
his
of all, I
dick
don't
on
want-
his
No,
son.
no, I didn't know if he has sex with his girlfriend, she's gonna just give her herpes.
I think if we got married, we would have sex without a condom on. I don't want to have kids anyways. And then you can have sex without giving somebody herpes,
Herpes,
also.
yeah.
She probably wouldn't get herpes at this point.
I
I've
thought
had
it
it
was
for
only if
so
you have an
long.
outbreak, right?
I think for the most part. I mean, there's a chance you can get it without an outbreak, I think.
Small
But the
chance,
more
right?
years you have it, the more your body, the less it is a thing.
What do you mean?
And plus, because your body just becomes more used to it. So these
Oh,
less
So your
outbreaks.
immune
and it-
system can fight it off.
Yeah.
Fight off the outbreak.
But the first month, it was the worst thing ever. Herpes would be the worst STD if you only had one outbreak.
You ever had chlamydia?
No.
I've had that. That's the best one to get. It's just a warning sign. It's to let you off with a warning.
You
Mostly-
don't do this anymore.
It's 10 days of antibiotics, and then you're 100% cured.
Yeah, yeah,
But
pills
what
and shit.
happens in the 10 days? Like, what's...
You're first of all, you start peeing 2 directions.
Wow.
And then
That's
you're like,
fun.
oh, maybe I just masturbated last night and dried.
Yeah,
And you're like, but every day and also after
Your dick
lunch?
turns into a velociraptor. It's like,
That's not the proper dinosaur
Yeah.
that you're quoting from Jurassic Park.
oh, they weren't
Yeah.
velociraptors. What were those?
Dinosaurs.
Those are the Newman dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they had that big head
Yeah.
thing that rounded.
Yeah.
That was a cool ass movie when it came out.
Great movie.
That was on the other
Yeah,
day.
Tremendous
Great.
It
movie.
holds up,
Watched
too.
it.
It holds
Fuck
up. The only
yeah,
problem
that's a
that
great
holds
movie.
Up is on the small screen on TV, the special effects, those dinosaurs do not look there.
No.
Yeah.
10th birthday.
Oh, I
party.
watched it. The first scene with the big ass dinosaurs. That's so
The
fake.
big ass dinosaur.
Yeah,
that's
right?
That's
Chris
so
Scopo's
fake.
dinosaur.
See the
Well,
line
no, that's
around
how
it.
they teach. That's how they
Yeah.
teach dinosaurs in
Scoposaurus.
Queens,
in
listen.
Queens public schools. They're like, that's the big ass one. This one right here is like the Puerto Rican of dinosaurs, known as a velociraptor.
It just attacks you for no reason.
Yeah.
That was racist too.
Yeah,
This
I'm
one's a-
racist.
I'm
but-
disgusted with the Tuies.
Guys, let's do New Year's resolutions for Bobby Kelly this year. What would you have him do in his
Dude,
life?
I'm not eating grains.
Dude.
Dude, I'm gonna look at my kid a bunch.
Look at him.
His New Year's resolution should be to move back to New York City.
Yeah, what's he
Yeah.
doing? There goes Bobby for
No,
stand up.
I get it. Are you
He's
crazy,
barely gonna be
dude?
here.
First of all, he's on the
What
road.
about you? When are you gonna
3
move
weekends a month.
upstate?
Hopefully
as soon as this lease-
soon.
As soon as this lease is up, I'm fucking out.
Where are you going?
Oh,
I'm
that's
gonna
gonna
go
be awesome.
somewhere.
Oh, you're so done with
Westchester,
stand-up.
Rockland. Are you?
You're gonna be done with
All
stand
right,
up
you
for that
said
kid's
that
second
after.
birthday.
Oh, you said that after I had a kid. You said
Yeah,
I would
how
be done
long's
with
it been?
stand-up. It's been over a year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
It's
You've
been
already
barely
bucked
a
the odds.
year.
I'm not done. I'm too far in. I'm not quitting stand-up anytime soon.
We'll see.
But Bobby does the road.
Do you have any other marketable skills?
You
can lift weight.
He can lift
You can
weight.
you can move people's
He
stuff.
can wrestle Chris.
No, I don't have anything else I could do. Really.
You could fight.
I could do sales.
Menial labor.
Yeah, you could, like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I could sell.
Yeah.
Really? Are you good at that?
Yeah, I was in sales for a long time. I made a lot of money.
What'd you sell?
I was at Equinox for a couple of years.
You know how
selling high-end
pushy?
instruments.
You know how
Gross.
pushy he is. The
Buy
funny-
this now!
God, one of the greatest things in the world is Nate and I had lunch with Lewis one time while he was working at Equinox, and he was sweating through his shirt. He had this dress shirt.
Because
on.
I just
Yeah.
worked out.
But you worked out and put on a dress shirt, and you came and see Nate and I, and then like you were talking to Lewis, and as we're talking to him, it's like sweat's filling out this nice dress shirt. He's
But
like,
here's what happens.
I gotta go back.
You start
I
to
gotta-
sweat, and then you start getting nervous that you're sweating. So I started to sweat more, dude. I'm like rubbing my eyes. I'm like, so guys, what do you want to get for lunch?
Oh, dude, that was so funny. You kept just moving your
towel.
shirt, and you're like, all right, yeah, I'll meet you over there. And there's the momentum.
Yeah. Is that California on the Queens of the Stone Age shirt?
Yeah.
Nice.
Got it at the last concert I went to at the Barclays Center.
Boom.
December 14th.
First concert. Go. That's a good question
The
for a podcast.
Turtles.
No way.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That's
No.
what I thought. That's not what it was. That's how my aunt got me to go.
Are you serious?
Fucking lies. Yeah.
For every season, is that them?
Yeah.
Turn.
No, that's the Birds.
Yeah, it's the
The
birds.
Turtles is what's the one they had?
In the jungle, the mighty.
No,
Who's
no.
that?
Someone else.
At the Lion King.
I don't know. I don't remember the concert because I was in a bubble of anger.
Who's the turtle?
The Turtles had the one something magic.
Yeah, Splinter plays the guitar.
I swear to God, the
Magic
whole drive
moments.
there, I'm
Oh,
just
it's not
imagining.
that
I had
one.
no idea
They
Splinter
sang.
was James Avery, the guy who just passed away from,
Oh, yeah.
from Fresh Prince of
Oh,
Bel-Air.
really?
It's not
yeah.
Splinter.
That's
Shredder.
Shredder.
Shredder. Oh, Shredder.
Badass
But
fucking
Idiot,
Guido.
stupid fucking
Yeah,
idiot.
jerk.
Dumb.
but
Fucking
still,
jerk. You
I
should
didn't know.
suffer.
Suffer. Hey, what's up, guys? We're Suffer.
We're Suffer from Des Moines, Iowa.
I'm Ron D. Gomez.
We're all about doing your own thing, but not with alcohol.
Yeah. Welcome to Straight Edge Metal.
DJ Quit It, hit that beat. It's metal with a DJ.
Oh, new metal? NU metal?
One time we went to this kid in my high school had a band. I forget his name. I don't, but I don't want to say it on thing. But his band was playing, and that the show was like all of our high school was there, and he was like, "Who goes to Whitman Hanson?" And we were all like, "Yeah!" And he's like, "Who thinks it fucking sucks?" And then we were all like, "I don't know, it's pretty good." Like there was no reaction. We're like, "There's a courtyard.
The
It's
sports program's pretty
fucking.
sweet.
We have a great football team. It's very white. It's
We have
delightful.
international baccalaureate. We're pretty good.
We're just like it's just like a regular high school. We're like, I don't know. It's just a school.
Who
I don't know.
hates Whitman Hanson? None of us.
First concert, Joe.
I saw the Smashing Pumpkins in 1996. Oh, I might have seen Pearl Jam
Wow.
before.
Good
it was either Pearl
concert.
Jam or 90. They were a few weeks apart.
That's
but
great.
96.
Smashing
PJ and the
Pumpkins
Pumpkins.
96.
Happy
That's awesome.
Together
Yeah.
was the Turtles.
That's the
So
one.
Happy
So
Together.
happy together.
You and me and me. That happened to me one time. I went to see. My buddy was like, "I got free tickets to see the Guess Who," and for some reason I thought it was the Who,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Guess who is losing? This guy." That's a joke from my first year of comedy.
Oh boy.
Oh wow.
True story.
Wow.
Still doesn't work.
I went and
Maybe
saw.
you have a better like demeanor.
saw-
Now I get why you're at in your career, because you had to dig yourself out of that hole. Ooh, give me the bomb right now.
I saw.
No, I
we
keep the
just-
dollar.
We just traded shit, Joe.
Right. I saw John Mellencamp on September 13th, 2001, a couple days
Wow.
after 9/11. It was amazing.
Where was it?
It was at the Tweeter Center, or that time Great Woods in Mansfield, Massachusetts. And they
Maybe we
gave
can-
away, you could bring your John Mellencamp ticket to see the Guess Who and Joe Cocker because their sales were so bad.
Oh, wow.
So you could show up with
They
your.
just want the merch. They just want the merch sales.
Yeah,
over
they
the
just needed people in
liquor.
there.
You've had a lot of experience with the Guess Who.
Yeah.
I always thought that was the Who
Follow.
too, and I thought it was a rip-off name that they were trying to just bank off the Who's name.
Yeah, I guess so.
Wasn't it a similar time period?
Yeah, they were, 70s.
First concert, Ari.
Eurythmics with my older sister.
That's pretty awesome.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. Except I got told to sit down during a slow song.
Oh, wow.
'Cause
Well, you
they
are very tall.
Yeah, I guess so. I was fully grown.
Rebecca, first concert.
2005, Depeche Mode, Madison Square Garden.
2005 was your
Aught
first
five?
My
concert?
first concert. I did 06
What?
and 08 Bonnaroo
Were you on-
after that. But
were you on-
Rebecca, you were already
05.
leading the alt comedy scene when you saw your first concert.
What
How
were
is
you
that
on
possible?
Rumspring?
Yeah.
Are you a fucking Amish? Why would you? How? Oh,
My,
05?
23?
parents were never into music. I was not allowed to watch MTV. I was allowed to watch stand-up.
Really?
That's how I grew up. So I never.
I wasn't
live
allowed to
music
watch
wasn't a thing
MTV
for me.
either.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom was like, it sucks.
My parents
All right.
Right,
spring
yeah.
for it.
She was right.
And your dad was dead.
Yeah,
Something
my
wrong.
dad
Oh,
was
does-
boozing it up listening to Jimmy Buffett.
Does Scopo get to play?
No.
What was your first concert? He had to buy 2 seats.
Boys to Men, son.
Did you go see Moesha?
No.
On The Boy Is Mine tour?
First concert.
My date's in the bathroom, you guys.
What was your first concert?
You too.
You too?
Oh, wow. You got
Fucking
served,
you too,
Soder. You got served.
What year?
I was like 15. I went with my dad and my brother. It was fucking dope though.
You should have said it like
the
this.
light show was sick.
You too. Ever heard of him? That's how I would have said it.
I don't know. A little band called You Too.
Right.
Jay and I saw Smashing Pumpkins, Big Jay and I, this last summer
That
Me
sucks.
too.
though.
at Rock on the Range. How
Oh.
bad are they now?
I saw them. I was just going Halloween with the hurricane destroyed. We were like, we'll go see Smash Pumpkins on Halloween. It'll be funny. And then it got delayed because of the hurricane. And it was at Barclays. They had to shut down all the upper sections because they didn't sell.
No, and he
And then-
sucks now.
yeah.
He sucks. It's just
It's
him.
just him in a band, and they played the whole new album front to back. first.
He plays all the new stuff that nobody wants to hear. He plays the old stuff on like double time just
Yeah.
to get through it.
It was
He
really
changed,
not good.
He's all Jesus out now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't.
Changed-
I don't. They became all like they got like synths.
Not that. It's
and,
just
like,
him.
It's weird, dude. Billy Corgan sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, seems like a real cunt.
He's all Jesus. He changed the word to like God is empty just like me. He goes, God is empty just like you.
I mean, he makes.
I mean,
Fuck that
yeah.
guy.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie. He is my cousin, and I kind of have to defend him. And the Lord has done amazing things for him since he.
I
but,
will say this: he has the same body as Louis J. Gomez, so that's kind of neat.
He's really good looking and in shape.
Barf worthy.
I didn't say. Well, yeah, I guess same haircut and everything.
Louis, you're not. You don't have a bad body.
I'm getting back.
Yeah, he does.
If you'd
It's a
seen
little
him,
mushier than what it used
pregnancy
to
weight.
be.
he's
It used
got
to be
like
better.
he's
Used to be a
got
great
like
body.
I'm day 6, no carbs, no beer, no sugar.
you're like a
Day
worker.
6.
Day 6.
You're
How
like
do
the
you get out of
Brooklyn
bed in the
Brawler.
morning?
You're like one of those wrestlers that the new guys
Yeah.
beat the shit out of.
Barry Horowitz.
Yeah, you're a worker body.
You're like a guy who says the same joke every podcast.
What, a wrestling
Oh,
reference?
Louis, that is
I didn't say
insensitive.
that. I didn't
say
say
no-
I've
Don't
never
be
said that
mean,
joke
Louis.
about
You
you.
said Brooklyn Brawler. Yeah.
I have said Brooklyn Brawler?
yeah.
Then let me rephrase that. You have a sloppy body, you fat cunt.
Yeah. You look like a frat guy center.
Yeah.
Like someone who posts up. Hey, when you've done this twice now. You say no carbs and you name 2 other carbs.
Well,
So you're also going.
no.
without.
All right. Hold on. No complex carbs like pasta, potatoes, fucking rice, nothing like that. And then I'm doing like vegetables and fruit as my carbs.
Vegetables are not carbs.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, here we go.
Did you look it
You
up?
guys got a
Broccoli?
kiss.
Broccoli.
Broccoli's a carb.
Louis has to
talking
suck the
about?
other one's dick.
It's a simple carb. Yeah, it is. Look,
What are you talking
how
about?
much you want to bet?
I like this.
$10.
Science off! It's a
Oh,
science off!
we have 2 bets in
Find
the
out
group right
what,
now.
Find out what vegetables are categorized
I think
as
I lost one.
fats, carbs,
Oh, for sure.
or
Protein.
fucking protein. This can only be one of the 3.
Is
They're
broccoli a carb?
It's any vegetable a carb.
Is broccoli
No, it's not a complex carb.
It's a simple
a
carb.
What the
carb?
fuck are you guys talking
It's a simple
about?
carbohydrate.
Complex carbohydrates are bad for you,
Oh boy,
and regular carbs are okay.
I think you're all crazy.
Well, that's probably true.
Broccoli.
Broccoli's not a carb.
You're an idiot. You're an idiot. You're an idiot.
You're the Brooklyn Brawler.
You're an idiot. Sorry, I miscounted everybody in the room.
I think you're an idiot.
don't want
How
to
weird
click
that
on
the WWF or whatever didn't come up with the idea that everyone is a superstar. It took them 20 years to do that.
Yeah.
Like they would be like Hulk Hogan versus Dale Murphy, and you're like, why would it take them so long to just make that guy a guy?
It contains carbohydrates. I'll give it to you.
It is a carbohydrate. And give me my $10.
No, it says it contains carbohydrates.
So there you go.
It
Broccoli,
is-
man-made vegetable.
I mean, yeah, there's like iron and there's other shit in it.
That's
as
an
well,
old
yeah.
fact.
Do you have $10
Come
for
on.
change?
It's a new fact to me,
No,
though.
you don't
You're
have
a
to
Do you
new
have
fact.
$40 for change?
Oh, you don't have to pay
Shit,
me.
that kissed my
Why?
mouth.
It's a gift.
For what?
I'm going to use that. I'm going to parlay that into more money later on. When
You
we
know
bet on
what?
Something else.
Ari, I'm glad he's doing this right now. We had a little thing called a Yankee exchange back at Christmas.
Yankee swap.
Oh, no.
swap.
Oh, no. You can't do that right now.
Yeah.
You can't just pull them out.
Oh, all right. Get the foot rub. Get the foot rub.
you guys
I want a foot rub.
Are you guys ready?
Put your foot on Rebecca's knee and you fucking rub his ass foot.
Real ass coupon.
Yeah. Dude, you gotta get the foot rub.
Now, let's make a decision
What's
as a
it
group.
gonna be?
I vote
What's
foot
it gonna
rub.
be?
I vote foot rub.
Let me give Ari the
This
options.
was my gift for Christmas.
Here we go. We have 5 minutes of silence on the podcast.
No, he's being good today.
I know. He's not going to get silenced.
When does
10
he get-
minutes
wait,
of
hold on.
silence.
When does he get
We
silenced?
we
When he
need
talks
him
too
today.
much?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can apologize to whoever he's offended, which
Whomever,
he
yeah.
hasn't done. Whomever.
I might use that
30
actually. That mother
seconds.
thing was pretty brutal.
We can do 30 seconds of simulated BJ on a dildo, but we'll save that.
That's fun.
Yeah, you got to.
Must complete 3 acts of kindness by the end of the day.
Who gives a shit about that?
Yeah.
I want that foot rub.
Get coffee.
For everyone.
10-minute foot or back rub.
Oh, of course it's gonna be foot rub.
Compliment Kelly, which I'm gonna make this when it hurts the most.
Yeah, right after he gets really mad at her or something.
Yeah, right. After,
I'm gonna wait for it. I'm gonna taste it like a sauce.
I want Lewis to rub your fucking dumb Colorado hoofs.
You know what?
How's your athlete's foot right now? Is it gonna be hard to
I
lift the
picture
toes?
your toes going in different directions.
My
with,
toes are gross.
Oh, they have to be.
I have-
All men's toes are gross.
I have hobbit feet.
They're all gross.
Which one are you doing?
I don't know yet.
You could just tease him.
great
Just
gift.
tease him and just, which one are you going to do? And then,
That's a good
I
one.
say foot rub. Let's get some sexual tension in here. We got a nice, sexy
Well,
lady in here.
If you want to do, that's 30 seconds simulated. No, I'll wait for 30 seconds.
we got to have Bobby for that
Bobby's
one.
got to be here for the blowjob.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't. Last time
Whoa.
I checked, these coupons.
I
Intimate.
want
Three
to
blo-
suck his dick.
I'll
do both of you.
Let me just think about this. I'll think about the 10 minutes.
All right, all right.
That's a good one. I might want the foot rub on a day when I'm.
You know,
walking.
I don't like how you could just pull it out at any time and fucking torture me with
I
it.
think
What do you
Soder
think
is going to go
he's
get a
gonna do?
pedicure. That's what I think he's going to do, and
No
then bust
way.
out the
Why would I
foot
do
rub.
There's no joke in that.
Oh, you're gonna have nice little soft feet. I
No.
think you're self-conscious about your feet right now.
I'm
That's
not
the only reason
self-conscious.
you're
Dude,
not
I
getting a
did
foot
that.
rub right now.
Some girl gave me a foot rub in San Francisco. My athlete's foot was so fucking bad that I was like, do this foot. And she's like, why?
Oh,
Do you
wow.
pee on your feet?
I did, and here's
Yeah.
what happened.
That doesn't help.
It got
Athlete's foot.
far worse and became
It doesn't
infected.
help. That's a
I
fucking
peed
myth.
every day for like 3 weeks.
So
That's
the
a
last,
myth like broccoli's not carbs.
So the last 14 years, it hasn't been working for me. Because it
I soaked my foot in my own piss one time in my buddy's pot because I stepped on like a sharp shell or something and cut my foot. That's how I
Yeah.
got stung.
And you soaked it in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done that too.
Yeah. And it was like his pots and pans.
What, dude? What is this piss helps your foot thing?
It's-
It's just a myth. It doesn't do
No,
anything
piss
for
makes
your
your
foot.
hands stronger too.
Yeah, that's why
Hands
baseball players.
stronger?
Yeah,
Dude,
I
piss
piss
on
on my
my
hands.
hands.
I
Double or
piss on my
nothing?
hands.
Whoa,
Double or
Scott.
nothing? Double or nothing?
For what
I
do you
say
need
it does
strong
help.
hands?
Double or
It does
nothing.
Why do you need such strong hands?
Well, I have my this hand is really weak because of fucking 15 years.
Masturbation.
15. Well, it's my left
He
hand.
sat on
I
it
know.
once.
15 years. That was a good one. That was a good one.
Crushed all the tendons in his arm.
Mr. Scopo, your hand will never be the same. We can give you a Luke Skywalker-like hand.
Oh, that was a good one.
Your big butt crushed your hand.
So what happened? Why
no,
is it bad?
it's
Scuffle
evolved
had to give up a
taking
guitar as a
like
bassist.
catching the whole time.
Oh.
Of like just constantly catching fastballs, and it's hurt after a long time.
You're supposed to
and
catch it in the web, you dum-dum.
No, you catch it in the center.
What?
You're supposed to catch it in the center. It's easy for the exchange.
The web?
So
No,
you
this-
piss on your hands.
Not all the time, but sometimes if my hands are weak, you piss on
That
'em.
doesn't help.
Do you
Yes,
do
it
like?
does.
Do you dip them in, or do you like just?
No, I'm not. I don't fucking piss on them and get out of the shower. I kind of wash them off. I
Yeah.
wash them off.
That's what I do. With my
How does
feet.
that work? What would be the reasoning
It's
for that
just
work?
it's the chemicals in your piss or whatever.
It does. I'm telling you, that's a fucking. Your coach was fucking with you. He was
No,
like, hey, Scopo, go piss on your hands. It'll help.
no, a
answers?
lot of guys have done that. A
Hey.
lot of old ball players have done that.
Yeah, no, it is true though. But I just like this.
But
coach
how is it
fucking
true? You guys are just saying it's true.
Science
He's
is
like,
not
yeah,
making
exactly.
any
Hey,
sense.
Scopo, if you eat a piece of shit, you'll become a better catcher.
Hey,
Are there
guys.
pores in your hand? It seeps through? It can't just be
Well,
the
there are
skin.
pores on your hands.
So it seeps through and
No,
into the muscles?
it doesn't help.
Hey guys, watch this. Hey Scopo, why don't you why don't you go up? Why don't you go piss on you? Why don't you go piss on your hands? I don't know works so great. You're gonna be hitting better.
And then they're gonna like call him now and be like, did you know that Scopo's still pissing on his hands? And the guy's like in an old folks home. He's like, what? Are you shitting me? like no.
Scopo, you idiot.
I'm telling you, I heard him on a podcast.
Go why don't you go
me and
go piss on your
80 other
hands?
people were listening to this podcast, and it turns out he still pisses on his hands.
I'm a big Bobby Kelly guy. He's like
Yeah,
Bobby
dude,
Kelly's guy.
I was gonna turn it off when I found out Bobby wasn't there. I'm glad I didn't. This kid pisses out his hands.
What's the science though?
Chris, what if we pissed on your hands?
Yes, you might be like super strength.
Does it make it
Your
super
hands would be
stronger?
so
Does it have to be
mighty.
yours piss? Does it have to be your brand?
Scopo, think about how strong your hands
Yeah,
will
does
get.
it?
Let
Does it
everyone
have to be
pee
your
in your
pee?
Bowl of piss.
Yeah.
Bowl of piss. Bowl of piss. Bowl of
Is there a real ass coupon for dumping piss on somebody? We should give you like a Gatorade bath, but with piss.
This is why you need ball players in here, honestly.
But what's
'Cause
the
then
science though? Give me a reasoning.
It makes your hands
I know
stronger.
what it is.
You just keep
Makes
saying
your
the
hands-
same
it
thing
makes
over
your
and
hands
over. But
stronger.
how?
Pissing?
All right, butt Durham.
I'm looking
I
it
don't
up
need
right
you.
now.
No,
Yeah.
I've looked it up.
The pissing on the hands?
So what do you got?
It contains urea, which
Oh,
is
sure.
actually an active ingredient in fighting fungus. But
Oh.
but according to Wiki Answers, no, it's not concentrated enough to have any effect.
Physical
Exactly.
strength? I mean, that doesn't make sense.
Physical strength, I don't
Could you
know.
piss on any body part?
Well, it makes
Could I
your
piss on my
hands,
calf?
makes your
my
hands
calf
harder,
gets
like
Does that mean
harder.
you're-
Yeah, you
Oh.
get
Harder.
calloused.
Harder.
That's what it is.
Harder. Well, that makes a little more sense than stronger.
That's why
but
old
still
ball
not.
players used to do it so they didn't have to fucking like for the gripping the bat.
Yeah.
They made it calloused.
Well, stronger and harder are
Two
different
different
words.
Well, explain that to
Well, I don't
Scopo.
piss on my hands regularly.
I think you
Why
do.
not?
We
man.
believe that
I
you
just
do.
picture you pissing and then just crushing cans. Like,
Ah! Pee strong.
you piss and then go to wash your hands and just crush the soap.
Just oozes through his fingers.
Lewis, we can't have you on your. We can't have two people on their phones.
Sorry.
Then we
I'm
lose
sorry.
momentum.
Bobby would be losing.
Where's phone
it.
jail? Where's phone
I
jail?
don't know, but you're in it.
It's my asshole.
Here, $20. I've lost 2 now.
Oh, you lost 2? All right, now I'm taking it. I got to take it. This is
Yeah.
crazy,
Oh,
dude.
we should break out some left, right, center. Where's the game?
Wow.
What's
You
left, right,
don't
center?
think it'll work on a podcast,
I don't
though?
think so.
Ah.
No, that's ridiculous. They wouldn't be able to see.
You guys are stupid.
Let's get weird.
Let's get weird.
Let's piss on each
Right.
other's hands.
Let's pee in a bowl and have Scopo dip his hands in it.
Scopo, you still doing that, and it's just not even true.
I was with Metzger. I was with Metzger on New Year's in Toronto, and we were going back. Did you hear about this at all?
I think I did.
We were going back to the hotel, and some guy recognized me. So I was like, "Oh, cool, Ari." I was like, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" And then it was like he was just a fan. But then he goes, "Oh," to Kurt. He goes, "I know you too. You're Joe DeRosa's friend."
Oh.
That is brutal.
Man.
I bet the Rosa liked hearing about that one. Ooh.
Metzger's that we're cutting himself
Oh.
right now.
He just his shoulders slumped, and he just went in the
He started
elevator.
looking more like Joe DeRosa.
DeRosa probably went home, pissed in his hands, and jerked off.
Strong.
Um,
That's got to be
what?
because that first feeling where he's like, "Oh, I know you," and Metzger's like, "All right, thank you,
Thank you, thank you. You might have seen my half hour.
thank you." Joe DeRosa's. That'd be like if someone came up to me like, "You're friends with Kelly Festuca." I'd be like, "Oh." I'd be breathing like I just got the wind knocked out of me. I'd be like,
if they said you're friends with Kelly Festuca, that means they just know you because they met her with you or something.
Right.
yeah.
It's just like a regular. You're friends with my friend Bob.
I'm trying to think which one would hurt the most.
Who would hurt the most?
If somebody said they know you as being their friend.
Yeah. Which one of my friends would it hurt to be like, "Oh, you're friends with"?
Joe
Jason
List.
Cantor.
Who's your crew?
Do you remember one time I fucking
DeRosa. My crew is, I don't know, Soder. My crew, oh boy.
Norman,
here? They're all here right now?
Morrell?
Normand, Phil Hanley, Sam Morrill, Gary Veter. That's our sort of crew. Mackie.
Vito.
I'm not as close with Mackie as those guys, though.
Yeah, Mackie. I like Mackie, but I don't really see him enough.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
like
hates
a-
me.
He's
He's
like
never-
an office.
he's
friend.
fucking-
never
He's
not
very
here.
religious. I think he's got things that he
Is he-
doesn't care about.
Is he really?
He goes
me.
to church
Yeah,
every
he's super
Sunday
religious,
for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
He goes home to see his parents like twice a month in Pennsylvania.
I mean, I do that too.
Goes to
but-
church every
Yeah, you
Sunday.
do. It's true.
Hey, he's
Yeah.
God-fearing man.
But why? Why would he fear that?
I don't know, man. 'Cause he's got some stuff.
I don't know.
I used
We're
Soder and I used to be tight, but he changed a lot, and
Yeah.
he got on MTV and doesn't really call.
I mean, he
anymore.
breaks guy code constantly. I'm not
Who's-
supposed to be
Who's
a
on
friend.
Guy Code?
Bring him to Guy Court.
I mean, like Lewis and I feel like we were pretty tight now. You and me and Dave, we hang out every day. We touch dicks.
Aw.
Yeah.
That's the way you
That's
like,
how
make a
J-
friend.
Sorry,
That's how you give people herpes.
think we got a little crew.
Touch
Yeah,
dicks.
it's our
I
fucking.
was a Nate Bargatze guy who moved away.
Yeah, Nate moved to
He was
L.A. He was.
Oh yeah, but now he's moving back, right? Or is he gonna wait? He's
No,
gonna wait
Nate,
and
listen,
see what
if
happens
Nate's
at that
TV
time.
show gets picked up,
Then
he's
I'll
going
move
to
back.
move to Old Hickory, Tennessee with his family and be a
Oh.
road guy. I'm
Yeah.
telling you right now.
Oh, absolutely.
That's Nate's
Yeah, that's true.
fantasy.
Yeah,
Really?
Nate's not trying to. Nate hates New York City. There's a
Really?
reason. Were you the one who brought this up to me? Like when Nate moves to like a cool city, like he moved like an hour out in Queens to where it's not the city anymore
Yeah.
because he wants to like pretend that the city isn't cool, or he's in LA and he's an hour out in fucking some
Yeah, tell me
shitty
where he
place
lives.
near an
Like, why
airport.
you- Why are you
lives in-
there?
he lives in
Because he doesn't want to
Carson.
admit that it's cool to live in a city. He wants to think it's cool to live in the fucking
In the
sticks.
country?
It sucks, Nate. You suck.
Nate is in cities out of necessity.
Nate isn't.
sure.
He
He's
just
a
lives
country
far
kid.
away because he hates black people.
Well,
He lives
So he's
way
like-
closer to black people now than if he lived in like.
Oh really?
LA,
Oh yeah. Does he
LA.
live in Inglewood?
he lives
No,
in
he
Torrance,
Torrance is
like
gross.
down by Torrance.
Torrance is gross.
It's like 45
There's
minutes.
like casinos there. That's all it's there.
Yeah, he
Jack
lives-
You
Torrance.
can play
He
poker.
lives by the IKEA. That's where he lives in L.A.
Yeah, if
that's
you're
what,
by any IKEA, you're not.
that's
you're
what I
not
had
by
to-
places.
that's what I had to tell people where I'm like, I'm staying with Nate. They're like, where does he live? I'm like, The IKEA. He lives at the IKEA. Yeah, Nate doesn't like cities. He will. He'll be in Tennessee
100%.
doing theaters.
And I will be living in his guest house.
Yeah.
With my family.
Your Uncle Jesse.
Are you
and
guys
him?
gonna get married or anything or no?
Me and Nate, I don't know if it's legal in New York, is it?
Oh yeah, it is.
Definitely not in Tennessee.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as she stops hating me for more than a week,
Does she hate you?
dude, motherhood is not
kind to
beautiful.
anyone.
It's not like you
Why
think it
is she mad at you?
Her whole life is being a mom now.
Yeah.
And my
Oh, yeah.
life is being a comic and having a kid at home.
I'd
And
be
that-
mad at him
She,
too.
she
Yeah.
resents that. She definitely. So it's kind of trying to find a balance now.
And so before that, what was her life?
Well, she had a job and she fucking had friends.
No
and-
more job?
No, she's doing photography a few days a week.
Oh right.
But yeah, I mean, look, it's just right now it's hard. He's also not sleeping very much. It just creates a lot of like volatility in the house.
Yeah.
Who wakes up to go feed him?
For the most part, she'll wake up during the nighttime. A couple days a week, I wake up. I get up with him at like 6:30. But yeah, it's just no.
Lewis has a word a day calendar, and he just used volatility, which he's pretty
It's
proud
very
of. Right now.
volatility.
And he
It's very
really managed to keep a straight face when he did it.
You
too.
guys, our relationship's very volatility.
He's like, there's a lot of volatility.
It's
Seven
Lou
or
Dog for the score.
It's a
Louis
big
J.
one.
Gomez 1, English language 0.
Hey, here's a neat story about a page a day calendar. If we can make it serious and go back to 9/11, I'm going to bring it all together. I had one of those page a day calendars back in 2001, and I like noticed the new year. I got a new one for Christmas, and I went to change it, and I hadn't changed mine since 9/11. Not consciously, literally, because I was just watching the news, or whatever, all the rest of that week, and I just forgot, and I left it on 9/11. So the world changes like a little thing.
What was
was the word?
What was the happy message?
Oh,
that
it wasn't
day?
like, it wasn't like a word a day. It was
was
like
like,
it was a baseball trivia, and I don't remember what the trivia
What
was.
if the word was jihad?
In order to become a better baseball player, what should you do to your hands? A, pee on them. B, take a dump in them.
Yeah.
I think someone just lied to you about that. About
No,
the
I've
payment
heard-
and
I've
everything.
heard it
Nah, a lot of older catchers used to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've heard about it before in baseball, specifically. With
Yeah, a
baseball
lot of
players.
older catchers used to fucking put leeches on their body to get rid of disease too, Scopo.
You know what? If that happens, I would have did it too.
But it could
Done
be
it.
like baseball players from the Dominican Republic where they're just like, I'll be on my hand and make stronger. And
Yeah,
then,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
Scopo's like fucking at a dance club shaking his
Or
butt.
from Puerto Rico. Those guys.
No, I
are
know what I
fucking
heard
idiots.
from Johnny Bench.
Johnny
Oh,
Bench.
Johnny Bench used to do it.
Johnny Bench said it. I would have to do it if he told me that. too.
Bench is in his name. He can't be good.
He's
I
running
saw
a
Ken
camera.
Griffey
Bench.
Jr. the other day.
Ken Griffey Jr.?
Yeah, it was the first time I got starstruck in a long
Oh, his
time.
kid just played it at
He plays at
football
Arizona. He plays
Arizona
at,
U of A.
Yeah, he plays,
Really?
at, he
Arizona?
plays at U of A. He's a wide receiver at the University
I heard a
of Arizona.
crazy story. Tommy Johnigan saw Ken Griffey Jr. in L.A. having lunch, and Tommy and his buddy were like, "Let's buy Ken Griffey Jr.'s lunch."
Oh wow.
And they sent the waiter over and paid for his lunch. And Griffey invited them over, and he was like, "Hey, thanks for doing that." And they're like, "Oh, thank you." And Griffey was like, "Sit down, let's hang out." And they're like, "Well, we didn't want to bother you." And he's like, "I ain't got shit to do." And they hung out with Ken Griffey Jr. for like 2 hours.
Wow,
Isn't
that's
that
a great
crazy?
story.
Yeah,
That's a straight legend. That
yeah,
guy.
it's pretty good.
Wow.
Greatest sneakers in the
It's really
game.
something.
I heard a story about Shaq. My friend told me he was a waiter. Could be a lie, but I don't know. But somebody asked him like, "Hey, my kids are in the other side room. They're having a birthday party. If you could just come say hi, it would really make their day." And he goes, "Well, let me finish my burger, then I'll go in there." And then he finished up, and 30 minutes later went in there, and then hung out with them for like hours, and let them all play on his arms.
That's
and, like, pick 'em all
crazy.
up. Yeah, and then paid for the entire
wow.
meal.
Wow.
Yeah.
One time, Armando Sante's daughter swallowed my cum and then ditched the bill at Eastville Comedy Club.
I remember that.
Yeah, yeah.
I remember
Who was
that.
that?
I was
Armando
there.
Sante's daughter.
Armando Sante, the bad guy from
Judge
fucking
Dredd.
Judge Dredd.
He played Gotti in the Gotti movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, his daughter's a fucking cunt.
Is that the one you went downstairs
Wow.
with?
Jesus. a lot of people listen to this show, you know.
I don't care. Fuck her. She ditched the bill at Eastville, and I had to fucking pay
Eastville.
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
ditched the bill. You
Yeah, yeah.
Why'd you
talk
have to
weird.
pay
I didn't
it?
know what the hell you were
Come in her
talking
mouth.
about.
Why'd you
right?
pay it?
Why'd you have to pay it?
Because I invited her. I got her, and it was like sold out. I got her like seats with her and her friend. And then
She was a mess, too.
she's a
that
fucking pig.
night. But she was like yelling shit out. I was on that
Oh
show.
yeah, she was a mess. Yeah, she sucks, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck that bitch.
That guy in
Wow.
Eastville, Jay,
Marco?
me and Jay and Christine were all walking towards the place, and I was like, "Hey, let me stop in here for candy." So he walked in there like 5 minutes before us, and so he's like, "Hey, my friend is here. He just moved into town. He's funny. Like, you should have him." And his response was, "Does he think he's better than me?"
What?
Yeah, that was Marco's response.
Wow.
Does he think he's better than me?
Wow, that is some
I think I'm-
insecurity.
Yes, he does.
I think I'm better than anyone that says, "Do you think you're better than me?" without
Yeah.
irony.
Jay was like, it's not even the point. I mean, yes, but what are you talking about?
You own a comedy club and you're wearing a wife beater and shorts on a Friday night. Yes. Yes, I'm better than you.
What kind of rabid insecurity bubbles up? We're like,
Is he better than me? Where is he?
he's getting candy. I want to know him. Show me his face. What a fucking loser.
Yeah. The
Jesus.
YKWd family is not a fan of Eastville or Marco.
There's
So
no
you-
one.
so you did
There's
not
no one
get-
on the family that works. There's no one on the YKWd family that works.
I heard a tell one in there, and he goes, I just don't get it.
No,
I
no,
just
no.
don't
To
see-
me, that's a true
Really?
story. It tells on stage. I'm watching him in like awe, and
Yeah.
it tells you in all like new shit.
Yeah, of
'cause,
course, because he's a genius.
stopping by for
constantly
8 minutes at
He's
Eastville.
David Tell, he can do the fuck he
So
wants.
Marco leans into me. He goes, yeah, dude, I just don't get it. And I look at him like, yeah, dude, you don't.
Yeah,
You really don't.
yeah.
How about this? David Tell came up to me last night and said, "I said I bought and listened to your album."
Wow.
David Tell listened to my
Oh,
album,
wow.
That's
It was
fucking
insane.
Wow.
That's awesome.
and I was embarrassed. Like, that's the worst album ever. And he,
still
and he
work-
was like this. There's some pearls on there.
Really?
Yeah. Then he named a couple.
Really?
It was the biggest thrill of my career.
Wow, that's pretty
Yeah.
cool. What does he do all night?
I think he just listens to comedy.
and he looks up references too. So
He's really paranoid. I think that he's going to have something similar to somebody ever.
He
And
has
he'll be
to
like
know a
this.
lot.
He's like, hey, do you do a thing about a pirate fucking a midget on Thanksgiving? You're like, no one's ever done that.
But
ever."
that's bred into, and Vecchione does that now.
Yeah.
Vecchione will
Yes.
come out of his room and he'll be like, "Hey, do you have?" I'll be like stone playing Xbox, and he'll be like,
Wait, you gotta
hey,
do it in a Tell's voice though.
He'll be like, he'll be like, "Do you have a joke?" And then I'll be like, "Ba, ba, 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 ba," like 9 jokes. I'm like, no one has those jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are you making me feel like shit for no reason?
yeah. Dude.
Then I sit in front of my laptop going, "Look, Mike, I'm writing," and then I don't.
One time,
Yeah, he asked me that a lot. It's kind of interesting. Where he's like, anyone in LA? Does anyone in LA do anything like
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
And I'm, not that I've seen. I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah. That
One
guy
time
is
what?
something else.
Wait, we were talking about. So he doesn't
About
work.
to say
He's,
something.
Attell
No, I
doesn't
was-
work
the
there.
Tell doesn't work in Eastville. Kurt doesn't. Vecchione doesn't.
I thought someone started to tell a story, though. Didn't you say
I
one
thought that was
time?
you.
I thought that was you.
No, it wasn't
I
me.
said one time. I was gonna make a joke though.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
About truck huts and.
Never mind.
You got another chance. Take that chance and not
There
do
you
it.
go.
We're all set. Anyways,
My
So
first
did you
meeting
get
with
up
him.
at Eastville?
Wait, no, I've never been up there.
Yeah.
I just went that one time. And he was so standoffish that I was like, huh. And then Jay told me that thing afterwards. I was like, oh, I guess that makes sense. I'm like, why would he be? I hadn't even met him yet. And he's already like, phew.
It's a weird thing, dude. He doesn't want to be a person. He doesn't want people to tell him who he should use. So if somebody recommends you that
this is how
works
comedy
there,
works.
it's a bad
Hurts
thing.
you.
Huh.
No, it's a bad thing to be
Yeah.
recommended.
And a
to
lot of
Marco.
comedies like that.
A lot of
Marco-
people want it to be their idea.
Yeah, Marco wants to be like the guy that discovers the guy.
Right.
And where's he going to discover
how
if he
does
only
that-
goes up there?
Yeah.
Where's he going to discover you?
That's my question. If he only owns that club, he's only at that club. Like Rebecca, how do you use recommendations, right?
Constantly.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how the whole thing
I
should
mean,
work.
To the point where, like, if you recommend somebody and then they don't do well, it matters to me a lot.
Yeah.
Like, Joe List and I have had to have a couple of conversations.
No,
Oh, yeah.
I brought a comedic genius in.
Did you recommend somebody bad, Joe?
No, I brought, and he tried new, and he hadn't done stand up by himself in a long time.
He was set up for failure,
And
he's
he's
a
brilliant.
perfectly great comic.
And then,
Nothing
luckily,
but-
Adomian came in and was like, "Rebecca, do you know him?" And I was like, "Thank God, Adomian is here to save the fucking day."
Do me a favor,
Adomian is the best recommendation for you, right? That's the number one guy for you
Turn
to
Rebecca
recommend
up a
somebody.
little.
Or
That-
Colin.
that helps me wreck.
No, no.
people?
If somebody said, "Hey, you should look at this guy," like who would that best come from for you?
Colin.
Colin. Okay.
Oh, for sure.
Adomian's
Colin
up there, though.
Kane, really?
Because Colin's
Dude,
like,
super hot. He's got
wouldn't
great
do it.
material.
he looks for the right. I feel like he looks for the right stuff. Like
He's in your
Adomian's
face
a
and
little
he's
all
good
over the
looking.
place because of the sketch and like he does a lot of different stuff. And
Right.
Colin's pure comedy. You know,
Yeah.
pure stand up. I mean,
Has Adomian ever recommended someone to you just so he can fuck them?
no,
Oh.
no.
I'm thinking whether or not I've done that with a female comic.
Have you?
I
I
don't
have
think I have.
definitely had guys.
I don't think I have.
I've had guys recommend girls to me for cabin, and
Yeah.
I've said I'm gonna find out if you fucked her or not. And generally speaking, they don't do as well if you did. But
Bobby Lee used to do that with his commercial agent, and his commercial agent would have to call and be like, "Hey, this girl called me. Do you just want to fuck her? Can I just take a meeting, or do I have to actually sign her? Like, what, is she talented? Like,
So
let me know."
that's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's so
She
funny.
doesn't do
I've
it
had-
for a while.
Me to do.
I've had
Yeah.
moments where people are like, I have like friends that do like dabble in comedy and they're great people, but then they're like, introduce me to the fucking And so I had to introduce and then like run back after and find them and be like, that guy's a fucking lunatic.
Oh, yeah.
I just didn't need to say
Yeah,
that.
you gotta
Like,
tell
oh my
them
God.
because they're right in front of you, so you gotta be like, "Oh, introduce
Right.
me to her." Like, "Oh,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
Rebecca,
And
this is my
I'm doing like a chicken wing,
Yeah,
winking.
but I think
Like,
because that happens a lot. I think everyone. I always just say, hey, like, I'm not a person to recommend somebody. That's not going to work.
Craziest thing I've ever seen in my life is this drunk chick one night downstairs at the cellar.
Yeah.
I'm smoking a cigarette outside, and this girl runs out, and she's like, "My boyfriend started doing open mics in Long Island. Can I send him? Can I send you his clips, and you recommend him to the
His
cellar?"
name is Chris Scopo.
And I go, "Yeah, Chris Scopo. Remember that name, Scopo."
So did you say, "Of course, absolutely"?
No, I was standing there and I go, no, I don't feel comfortable doing that like that. And she's like, "Are you fucking serious? So no one's helped you out?" So, and I was like,
they put that shit
"Yeah."
on you.
And I was
You're
like, "No,
yeah.
I earned everyone recommending me."
And in your head, you're just going, Dad.
I'm going,
Dad.
Bobby got me into the cellar, dude.
Bobby, you've been really quiet today.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Somebody
no
wrote me
way.
online.
Fine.
Somebody wrote me online. It was like, "Hey, how do I just started doing stand up about a year and a half ago, and I'm ready to start headlining. What do I do?" And I'm like,
Headlining?
Well, you wait another 3 years, then you MC a couple times, then you feature for about 6 or 7 years, and then you're there.
Or 11, whichever way it works for you.
yeah. I had an MC recently be like, "I've got like 90 minutes that I'm pretty proud of. That I'm ready to record."
90.
I go, "Oh, that's cool, because those 12 up front fucking ate it." So
Some comic from Philly the other day went to the cellar, and then came and spoke to a few other comics from Philly. They're like, "What's up with the cellar? I asked for a check spot, and they wouldn't give it to me."
what?
Oh,
I was like,
wow.
"What?" I was like,
The balls to walk up to the song and go, "Hey, can you
The
see?"
lack of understanding of your place in the world.
yeah.
"Yeah, I'm ready to go up. Yeah, you guys are the comics, though. You guys do comedy here? I'm pretty funny. Let me go up."
Well, you're right there. Hold on. That's not even that. In the grand scheme
It's
of
just you
things,
think you're better
that
off
is
than you
that
are.
one place. It's not that crazy for that guy to walk into a fucking place if he knows some comics there and ask for check spots at Broadway.
But you
or-
should check with the comics
you should
first
know
to be
better.
like, "Hey, what's the deal here? Did they do check spots?"
How do
Is
you
there
not
anything
know
smart?"
if you're a comic what the cellar is? Like, how do you not know?
That's a little New York elitism, though,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think.
But he's
Some
from
people
Philly, though. It wasn't like he was from fucking
Right.
Yeah.
Canada.
It's also like
I think
there's
some people
no-
don't give a shit about
There's
the
nowhere
cellar.
where like, can I do? You might be. Is anyone doing the check spot? Like, can I?
Yeah.
And
That's
then you
weird.
tell them, "There's no check
Right.
spot here."
But then also you hear these stories about you got to be bold. You hear those stories working. You hear stories
Yeah.
about people being like, "You think you can do better than me?" And then the guy gets up, and that guy was Patrice O'Neal, and you're
Yeah.
like, "Well, I guess sometimes."
But
that's
when
a
I
thing."
first came to stand up in New York, like a long time ago, I saw Jay. They would do just an intermission for the check spot, and then if a comic happened to be there, then they could do it if they wanted.
I don't
For
know.
that, it'd be
Oh, that's
okay.
not true.
My
That is
first-
true.
You're confusing a different place.
No, that place.
I started at Stand Up New York.
So did
It was
I.
like that. They've always had a check spot.
And
Dan
I was always-
doing the check spot for 2
No,
years.
They had a check spot, but no one had the spot.
Whoever was there,
Yeah,
but otherwise the
whoever's
host
there.
would eat at the time. It wouldn't be an intermission where they'd stop
Host said,
comedy.
"Everybody go to the bathroom. The checks are coming." They gave out like a raffle or prize. or
That's
something like
probably
that.
Yeah,
what
but
they
the host
did.
would do a raffle. No. There was
Because
never not somebody on
That's
stage.
what I that was my linchpin. Like, I fucking
Yeah.
went to stand up New York every night, and I was like, "Can I do the check spot?" I was there early.
That's how me and Dan became friends.
Gives
Yeah.
me
Benji
anxiety.
does the
So we
check
became
spots
friends.
himself now,
Yeah.
doesn't he?
Benji sometimes.
Rob
Yeah.
Bernstein
Not
does them
always.
a lot.
Once in a while.
and
Rob
I used
Bernstein.
to get drunk.
Like
'cause-
Kevin Iso, he doesn't sometimes.
Yeah.
Rob Bernstein, Chris Scopo, not the same guy. A lot
Ah.
of people make that mistake.
You know, one of the of recommending somebody is me trying to get Big J into the Comedy Store in L.A. And
What?
he just resisted, and then finally I asked for him, and he goes, "Oh yeah, well Bill Burr did the same thing. He drove all the way down here, didn't even have a spot just to tell me about this guy." Oh, and I'm like,
What?
shouldn't
then-
you look at him then?
Yeah.
Isn't that a good sign?
If you and Bill Burr are recommending a comic, the fucking, and he's
Why are
like,
you
"No!"
hating it?
Yeah. Why do they hate it?
I found out later he wanted to be the one doing it. He wanted to be like, "Hey, look, I saw you, and
Yeah.
I think it's
That's a
time that
big
you be
deal to
part of the
people. They
family."
want to
Want
be
it to
the
be their
person that
idea.
fucking. And there's so, I wanna
That's your
name
only
it-
sense of power. If you're a
right.
talent, no offense, but that's
No,
your
it's fine.
only sense of like people are gonna come up to me because I can't make someone's career or anything. I can just give them this one thing, so I have to make it a powerful thing. Like, you need me for this.
But in the way of, like, with you, the being standoffish, like at Eastville, why wouldn't you just be like, "Well, let me take a look at this
Let me
guy"?
take a look. Well, yeah. Let me say hi. I wouldn't even ask him for a spot. I just said,
Yeah.
"Hi, nice to meet
Because you
you."
can still have the power. You can be like, "Pu, you're not here, my friend."
Vecchione had it at Eastville where he was like, Nate tried to get him to fill in his spot, and he goes, "Yeah, tell him he's not going to get paid." And Vecchione was like, "Why would I even go there?"
and you're out
He's
of
like, Vecchio's doing 6 spots in a night. In
Which, by the way,
city.
that's what he'll go. He'll tell me he's not going to get paid, but in his mind, he's going, "Yes, I got a good comic that I don't have to pay now." Because that would happen all the time. Somebody wouldn't show up, and then me and Dave would be there,
Or me.
and they'd be like, "Yeah, go up and do that spot." And then we do it. We get off stage, like, "What about the pay?" They're like, "Oh, no." And then you brag about saving the $75.
That happened to me. That
We're
happened
like,
to me.
"You're bragging to me
That
about
happened-
saving $75."
That happened to me. Dave Smith and I were out front, and I was hosting, and Todd Lynn didn't show, so I did.
Thank God.
I did his time, and then
I don't care that he's dead. Fuck you. I hated that guy. Whatever.
Dave went up and did 10 minutes, because there was no one there. I went back up. Sherrod didn't show. We kept the show going. Finally,
There's a theme here of black guys not showing.
yeah, then Todd Barry walked in. We put him up, and I'm outside smoking a cigarette. And he comes outside. He's like, "I saved $150 tonight." And I go, it'd be pretty cool if you gave the host and maybe the guy that did the guest spot some money. And he goes, "Oh, Soder." I was like, I'm gonna remember that shit.
Yeah.
Their way of thinking is they can just say like, "No, this spot isn't a guest spot. That's the rule." So
Yeah.
and you're like, "No, it's not the rule. That means you're taking the money instead of me. You're just
Yeah.
some guy taking the money."
Nate had a great line because it was always like the budget. We just don't have the budget. We don't have that was always the excuse. We don't have the budget for it. And Nate goes, "Hey man, comedians are the budget." He's like, if you don't have comedians, you just have a room with booze in it. And he's like, it's not even a fun bar.
Yeah.
That
Actually,
makes
sounds like a better place.
yeah.
It's a room with booze.
yeah,
a
let's all go
bar.
there.
Oh yeah.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, that budget shit's bullshit. They want to
Blame it on
discover
that
you.
all the time. Yeah.
I don't have the budget.
But they want it to be their idea, even on the alt scene. Like when people like recommend to certain
gotta-
bookers,
yeah.
like they'll that that's gonna screw them over.
Well, it's like you don't say, "Hey, you should have this guy here 5 times a week." Just be like, "Just take a look at this guy."
yeah.
Or I don't know. It's like, have you seen so? Yeah, I know. It's like you got to say it in such a light way.
Idea though, like it has to be casual, and you have to say it
But
in a way that
You got to mix
just
that with
ha-
some guys. Like if some known guy, like if Metzger wants to come in and do a spot at Eastville, let's say, you got to be like, "Oh, sure, we'll take him. He's a legitimate, funny part of this comedy scene."
Yeah.
And then I'll discover some other people to fill that in with.
Right.
Yeah.
But like,
I know.
Or even to recommend, like, hey, you should look at this dude. He's funny. And then it's still your discovery. You're the one putting him
Yeah.
up. I just said this guy's funny.
that's what we were talking about Montreal. They want to be the ones saying that we
Yeah.
did it. They got a development deal here.
Right.
When they just take people that already have
Because it
deals
helps raise
coming.
their stock. You know what I mean?
Ugh, I guess
People
so.
go-
Is it mostly because they're like failed comics and they want to?
You know, that's a tricky thing. 'cause
No, I don't
a
think
lot
it's
of them
that.
aren't.
No?
I never did stand
There
up.
are some,
There's some. I don't think.
There
but I
are
that's
think
what it
I
is.
think most of them get a bad rep because some of them are failed
Yeah.
comedians.
I think it's just people want to be the ones saying, "I found that. I did that."
It's the power.
Yeah, and it's also like it feels better. I
It's
guess.
dude, it's like natural human intuition. People want to feel important. You know what I'm saying?
And-
That's it.
yeah, and then
I've
you get to
always,
say
I've
you
always
have a
really
good eye.
connected with that concept of people do things for 2 reasons: to either feel important or to get pussy. And that's the only reason why anybody ever does anything. And people typically want to feel
Well, it's
important.
money and pussy.
It's also a generation thing. I was talking about this last night. It's like all the people who are owning shit now, they're all our age. They're all 30-somethings.
Yeah.
They're
Right.
part of this me generation of like, hey, I'm the fucking superstar. I'm the person that's in charge. I'm the person who sits there. So people like Marco and some other comedy club owners and bookers, they sit and they want to fucking be the fucking man. Rebecca, you're up in your fucking apartment 99% of the time because you don't really want to fucking deal with a lot of the bullshit of being, I don't want to say the bullshit being the man, but you don't seem like you just want to come off like the man. You don't sit there going, hey,
that's
this
where the
is my
bongs
place.
are. That's why she's upstairs.
But no, I mean the truth of the matter is that I am in my apartment probably about 90% of the time, but I'm also constantly working. Like when I
But-
wake
but,
up,
I'm sorry.
I hit work all day.
You know what I should rephrase that. What I mean is
And
you
I
don't
love
seem
dealing
as
with
if
the
you want to
bullshit.
come off like the man. You're not there to come off
well,
like the man.
the truth of the matter is that it helps our community, our community of artists. It helps you guys if I listen to you guys. I'm better at my job because of the recommendations, not just on who I should be putting up or who I should be
Yeah.
looking at, but also like how I should run the room.
It
You
also
guys
helps-
know better than I do. I'm not going to be that arrogant. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, and if
Yeah.
more people were like you, there wouldn't be all these comedy clubs with 100-foot ceilings where you're like,
Like,
hey,
what the
all the
fuck is
momentum.
and the
that?
basement and the whole
Kills me.
fucking thing is in the back. It's like, oh
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's just beautiful, sort of. When it's empty, it looks nice.
And it's
But
like everybody just like that's a music venue.
Yeah.
There's music there. We need a ceiling.
yeah, they want to feel important. Everybody wants to feel important. And the problem is, though, and especially in places like New York, where they're like, "You need me." It's like we don't need you.
You don't.
There's 9 other options.
There is not a greater feeling in the world than having someone like Marco be like, you can't work, and you're like, I don't care.
I don't have time anyway.
I
Yeah.
have so many more
I'm too
options and
Yeah.
better options.
I was in the same thing with you. I walked out.
Yeah.
I said, I go fuck yourself.
Lewis
I'm
and
not
I
gonna do it."
both, within a month, were out of Eastville when we had been
Really?
there for years, simply for the fact of I don't have to deal with that power shit. You
Yeah.
don't want to fucking pay me.
Granted, I went to a very dark place and I was going to quit comedy about a year later. But you know what? It was a good decision.
That would have been awesome.
It was all
man.
roses and rainbows for me, so I don't know why Lewis is bitching because I was going to kill
That
him.
means they only have power over people who can't get spots anywhere else.
Yeah.
There was
so
only
it's like
two people
that's not who you
I've
need.
walked out on. There was Marco, where I said, I just want to work your club. Go fuck
Yeah.
yourself. And then, the redheaded guy from Long Island City.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Steve Hofstadter? Well, he's
Yeah.
well.
Dude,
you
I
know.
told him to go
you
fuck
can't
himself.
make
too.
your money off comics. That's not supposed to be your income source.
Fucked up. You
Dude,
can't do
he
that.
fucking dude. He had me fill out multiple applications to perform at his place. I kept on filling out these online applications, and submitting
Oh, yeah.
videos, and then I went and I did a competition. I just shouldn't. It's like 2 years ago. I shouldn't have even done the competition.
No.
There was 4 people in the crowd, and I lost because they were friends with one of the other people.
Right.
So I had to stand there.
I
like
did
an
that.
asshole.
I did that. I did the comp with Wednesday night. Like they called it like a new up and coming thing. There's maybe 20 people in the audience.
They
I did
call it a
pretty.
competition. They just have it here. What does the winner get? Fries?
No, the winner gets the winner gets
passed.
passed.
You're passed.
I went up, did the
old-
best out of everybody. He wasn't even there to see me, and then sent me an email saying we're not passing you. Sorry. I was
What
like,
an
"You're
Dude, he
not
was
even
there to see me. I fucking did great. I was the only real comic on the show. It was all open micers. I find out at the end, I was like, you know what, dude, I gotta go to another spot before it was even because there was 4 people in the crowd. I'm like, there's 6 comics. I was like, I go to another spot, so can you just like email me? He was like, oh, we'd really prefer you to stay till the end.
No.
That's because he has to protect his dumb rule. He says this is the way I get to say that I'm not abusing these comics. So we have a competition. So if you leave, that means it's not a competition worth winning, and then he can't get to say that
Right.
anymore.
So
You
I
should've
go up.
left.
They bring us all up on stage, and then they ask for applause for who's the best.
Ugh.
And there's 4 people, so they just politely applaud for everybody, like evenly.
Oh, they didn't do that. They didn't
So
do
then,
that for
check
me.
it
They
out,
just,
the host goes to them. He was like, "No, we have to have." It's a gay guy. He's like, "We have to have a winner." So, and then he goes to them individually. He's like, "Who did you like? Who did you like?" And I'm sitting there
hilarious.
losing my mind on stage.
Horrible.
So what's funny is I ended up getting one of the votes still. It was one of the other dude's friends. The one guy won, and I like left. I was like, "This sucks." I leave. So Steve Hofstadter's like, he was like, "Yeah, dude." He was like, "I thought you were really funny. We'd love to have you back." And I was like, "All right." Something came out of it. So I email him. I was like, I'd love to, put in avails. And he sends me another application to do another contest. And then I was like, dude, I can't fill out another application, do another contest. I can't do it.
It's fucking ridiculous. JR at the Strip did that to me when Dave
Complication.
when they were doing like that thing late night where the 3 comics judged you, where they're doing
Yeah.
like the voice. And I mean, it was awesome because it was Bobby.
Yes, Patrice told you were
Can't
great.
wait.
I've
No.
heard it 100 times.
But JR saying I sounded like Kurt. He's like, you sound like Kurt. You can't work here. And I was like, I just have a deep voice and I sound nothing like Kurt. And also, Kurt's one of my favorite joke writers, so thank you. And then now he's working at Stand Up New York as a manager.
Yeah.
And so
Isn't
I
it
walk-
weird, though?
And it's weird because he's like,
Who is
hey,
that?
JR from the Strip.
yeah.
And he's like,
which one's he?
short-
Saturday nights, works at Stand Up New York.
He works like running the show.
He runs the podium.
He was
and
at
stuff.
the comic shop for like 25
with
years.
the big bushy hair.
No, he's
No, bald guy.
older
Both
guy.
chubby.
But now I walk in, he's like, "Hey, how you doing?" And I'm like, "Fuck you."
He booked me on like those Latin shows for like maybe twice a month for a few months, and then
Yeah.
just stopped returning my emails. And now I work Stand Up New York pretty regularly, so you
Yeah.
can like walk in and be like, "Yeah, dude, sorry."
I give him like a pleasantry. I give him like a, "Hey, how you
yeah, I
doing?"
like JR. He's cool.
I don't really know him as a dude, but I'm just like, "Hey, how you doing, man?"
Sometimes it's like they don't realize, like they think what drives us is the need to succeed and be famous, whatever. It's like
It's
what
really
drives
funny.
most comics is to be able to tell them years later this dream of going, "I'll never work your club."
Yeah.
You remember that? You remember that? Now suck it. That drives
is-
all of
We
us.
all just
So
want to
we're-
get that famous.
We're just
That's it.
rubbing on our on the outside of our jeans, like, I want to fucking tell you to go fuck
I
yourself.
never forgot.
I have people I want to tell go fuck yourself
Yeah,
in
everybody
the
does.
future.
Because of the Robbie
Uh,
Bernstein thing?
Oh no, Joe, it's okay.
But Judah
People
told
have that
me
at
that
the comedy store all the time.
years ago.
What?
He goes, Judah goes, just keep working, keep trying to be funny, and trust me, years later you'll be able to tell a bunch of those people to
Yeah.
go fuck yourself. But he goes, by that point, you won't care and you won't
You
do
won't
it.
He was
care.
like,
Right.
keep
You won't care.
working, come up with a hat thing.
Hat thing.
Have you
need
guys
a
seen
hat
his
thing.
petition? He started a
I
petition
signed it.
to
Only
get-
I
petition I've
signed,
given
I
in 2
signed
years.
that. I signed that.
What was
in
it?
the check shop. In the check
Oh
spot.
yeah, it's beautiful. Every club that doesn't do the check spot,
Yeah,
They
I-
asked me about it
I-
in Calgary. They at a club in Calgary. They're like, "Hey, we saw this. What's the deal?" I'm like,
which
"Here's
one? The
Yuck Yucks there?"
oh, okay,
But they're like a cool Yuck Yucks.
because I do the
Look,
laugh,
Headline Club is different. With Showcase Clubs, I have mixed feelings.
No, but he was like, "So what's the deal?" I'm like, "The deal is, you know what it is. That 10 minutes that the checks are dropped, you made it worse for comedy.
Yeah, you
If
lose.
you absolutely
an
have to
audience.
for some
Depends on-
reason,
look,
okay.
I-
But
I-
if it's
I-
just because you're not want to work hard,
There's some good arguments against it.
I
for it
I know with like
in the showcase
LOL,
clubs.
B books a check spot every night. We didn't at first. The host would just eat the checks during that time, but then there was a lot of young comics who just wouldn't have an opportunity to get up on a real show in front of real people.
Yeah, see,
unless
you're
it's a check
anti-check spot, Soder, but you wouldn't have a career if it weren't for
Yeah,
check
that
spots.
would
I'm talking
change your
about-
career.
I'm not
And
talking about
headlining
showcase.
clubs is way different.
I'm talking about headlining
showcase
clubs.
though. There's a place for a check spot. People's careers can.
I think
begin
that it's
from
up to the
check spots.
host and it's up to
Or-
the club to articulate in their own way that this is obviously a time when checks are going to come
You
out.
can also drop afterwards. You can just drop
Yeah.
afterwards.
There's no
Or everyone
reason
could
to
do
a check
1
spot
minute
in the
less
middle of a show.
material.
There's literally no reason.
Yeah, but
I
you know
own
what
a
it is?
venue,
Just be
I'm
ready.
telling
Here's
you
what
this
here's
is
what they're
ready.
afraid, dude. They have to
Just have a
staff-
bouncer at the end saying, "Hey."
Then you have to pay that
Show your
bouncer.
stuff.
That's
Before you leave.
hold on, but that's the problem though. They have to pay.
But
that
how much is
bouncer.
a bouncer a night?
They already have a bouncer.
$150 a
They already
night.
have a bouncer.
Not every comedy
Right.
club has a bouncer.
And Joe, I'm not against check spots. I'm against check spots at headlining clubs.
Oh, yeah.
like that's fine.
Yeah, well, that I agree with.
But
And then
s- but
no one
the-
even talks about last call at headlining clubs.
That's
also.
more, that's
Yeah,
almost
that's
as
also
bad as
bad.
the check spot.
Last call is a nightmare.
Oh,
That's
'cause
also bad.
you could hear. That's what happens is that's when people are talking. That's when
Hey,
people
what should we
start.
got? Do you want anything
Yeah,
else?
should we get?
Yeah,
do you guys
yeah.
want to do
They're
another
not
round?
listening.
Because we're not going to get another drink. And then after the bar's closed.
But
next
what do you guys
door.
want to do after this? Should we go? I don't know. They're
Guys,
gonna be closed.
I'm going to reference this later.
Yeah.
I need you to hear what I'm saying now.
Yeah, but let's just. I don't know. And then I'll be like, "Who is he? Let me see him. I don't want to see him. Is he better than me? Does he smell better than me? I don't like him if he smells better than me."
The idea that you have to look out for new comics, though, I don't see. It's like that's just another spot you could have.
I just imagine he has a henchman that's like, "Boss, there's a new comedian in town.
Yeah.
I'll take care of him. He won't be working the Eastville."
Stand Up New York had the best answer for it. They go, if we had a check spot, it would take an extra 10 minutes, and we could only have 3 shows on a Saturday instead of 4.
Wait, Stand Up New York does have a check spot.
Yeah, but he said if we did away with it, we would have to
They
do
would
away
have
with
to
one
eliminate
show
a
on
show.
Saturdays.
But then
why the late
instead of
show?
having
Why the
everyone
late show?
instead of having everyone do 15 minutes, have everyone do 13
13 and a
minutes.
half, 14,
and then
yeah.
you have that extra.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the real thing
Yeah,
is they're concerned with
absolutely.
people not paying. Once the
Yeah.
bills are dropped at the end, they're concerned with people
They're
taking a
freaking
fucking
dicks.
It
beeline
would take
toward the-
more work to change that to make sure it doesn't happen. It would take a little bit of effort.
Yeah.
They wouldn't be able to just do things as they've been doing it.
As
Like,
a product of the check spot, I believe in the check spot.
lack
I
of
fight
effort is not
for
a
it.
reason.
I don't think that the check spot actually does launch careers. I think that it's
I think
just
it
the
helps.
trash that they throw somebody, and those people should be getting up anyway.
I
Yeah.
would.
But
I will
I-
say this:
I'll-
Or occasionally
It-
checks are late and you get a really good spot out of it.
it made me fucking tough as
It makes
nails.
you
Oh,
good,
I've
dude.
So do open mics.
I
Yeah,
fucking.
but
then-
no,
but,
in a
uh,
different
I
way.
think-
Real audience.
I think
real
if
audience.
you're not gonna have a check spot, then clubs should still have a 6-minute guest spot
Yeah.
for new
Yeah,
comics.
sure.
It's-
Do that
I
if you
agree
want.
with
Do
you.
that if you want.
But Ari, in the sense of open mics make you strong, in the way check spots work for me at least was you learned how to read a crowd. Like that's how I learned. Like, oh, these guys are done paying and I'm getting some laughs. Let me work them,
Oh,
and then I
right.
can move to them,
Yeah.
and then I can see.
That's
so
how I
you-
did it too. I always focus on pockets of people,
And you
and then
Gotcha.
and then by the time you get in front of a real crowd without checks, you're like, fuck, this joke's working.
You know how to make it a conversation. With
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
It's really so. I think it can be a
Yeah.
good thing, but I think
Like I said, I just watched
Headlining clubs, it
the
shouldn't
experience
happen.
with LOL, like literally, we weren't doing them at all, and then a bunch of people kept on fucking saying, "Hey, do check spots, and then there's a few guys that take advantage of them, and they really love them, and they just would not.
I
Get
love
up.
that Robbie Burns.
They're
stick.
never done there though. They're never done
Guy's a
before
warrior.
I go on, and then it's like, oh, you guys are still all paying your
Yeah,
bills.
but the whole on,
He's
the checks
great.
are never
I
done
love
at,
that guy.
at any club before they go on. Here's what it is: the check spot is to eat the brunt of the checks. The first 10 minutes, people are still going to be paying their bills a little bit at the end.
Yeah.
That's true, but it sucks for the person at the end too.
It sucks to the person. Yeah, we
Well,
did.
that's
it.
why.
I mean, I
that's
feel
why
like
when
if
somebody
you
closes
wanna-
the show, you got to be good.
If you want to
Yeah.
build up those kind of calluses, like you're talking about, like if you want that tool in your toolbox, go to an ambush show on the alt scene. You don't have
You
to.
could-
Or you could just
You know
piss
what I
on your
mean?
hands.
Or you can just-
but I think you should do all of it. I think
agree.
it should
I
be
agree. I mean,
every.
yeah.
I think you should do ambush shows. I mean, I have eaten it at the Creek more than anywhere,
I
and
won't
it's
do
a
those.
Yeah, I
great
don't
place.
understand like real comics that care if there's a check spot. It doesn't. I don't think it really affects the show
It does.
as long as.
totally does.
It totally
it doesn't
does.
a headlining set particularly.
no, in a
They get
headlining set, it
derailed.
does.
I've had to write jokes for it because it's like it takes their attention and everybody
Yeah.
knows it. You can just feel and the people that are paying attention, 80% less people are laughing along with you, so you start thinking like this guy's not doing as good.
Yeah, why does this guy suck now?
Yeah.
Why you buy soccer? That was a weird thing.
If you have a pizza in Chicago, pizza.
On the road, they only want you to do 45 minutes, and then 12 or 15 of those minutes are eaten. It's like,
Yeah,
let
and
the
then they're
fucking
doing last call
MC
10 minutes
middle
in.
it.
Yeah. Oh, that's the worst. I don't know. I think we're gonna get Heineken's.
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Dad, you're dead." And they're like, "I don't know. I think I might want to do a gin and fucking hurts.
How long does this podcast go?
Time.
I gotta
Game
move.
on.
I gotta move. I gotta put more stuff
like
in
this, I'm
boxes.
how long you moving for?
till April 20th, probably April 21st.
Until the sun comes
420.
back.
Until the sun comes back. Yeah.
421.
Yeah, you and Louis Katz are exactly the same.
Yeah.
It's a very Jewish thing. I don't like it. It's cold. I'm
told me.
going to the warm weather.
I signed with an agent before I left, and they're like, "Oh, you got to come back."
Oh, you
got
got to come back. It's that's why pilot season is
I think pilot
February.
season didn't
Pilot
even
season's not real, right?
Yeah.
It's not. It doesn't really happen anymore. I think.
That's
I think it's
fake.
all spread out now.
It just keeps getting pushed back farther and farther, it seems like.
It's pilot season's
earlier.
January to March or April. I don't know what
Every
it
year,
thought.
James is
It
doing
depends
pilot
about the
season in
cold
January, then
front.
it's February, then it's March. It feels like it's going back farther and
Oh,
farther.
that's when he's lower and lower on the list. That means he's not doing well.
Oh, no. Can we edit that
Oh.
part out, Chris? I don't want
The
to start any rumors.
November, December people, the ones
That's
booked
the real-
early, those are the guys that get a pilot every year.
That's the real pilot
Then
season?
January and February they call it everywhere. I'll be going in most like March 15th to April 15th.
Oh, okay.
I'll be going in June, and they'll be like, "Can you do that Russian voice for us again?"
Yeah.
I'll be like,
When everybody's
"Okay."
taken, they just need some. They're like, who's left? Who's out?
This is filler.
Yeah, it's not like they
You're
don't
like
want
the
anybody,
supplemental draft for the NFL.
but- Yeah, they don't
It's
have
like,
ti-
yeah, it's just like second string.
If they have a list of how many people they use and they're going to bring in 25 people, they can fill that up with all winners in late January.
Right.
I just got new
People are
glasses, so I
taking
got a feeling LA is going to be ringing me up on the phone.
I'm already-
I feel like I'm going to skyrocket. I got big, crazy Coke bottle.
Yeah.
They're
You grow
wood.
a fucking mustache.
Yeah, I got a mustache I'm going to tape on when I get home. It's going
I
to be
like
big.
it.
My career's going to change.
I think we really broke down a lot about comedy today.
yeah,
Yeah,
good.
this turned into a really inside comedy.
What do you guys want to promote before we get out of here?
Oh, excellent question.
When does this come out? In March, I'll be.
Is that what you do? You do months ahead?
I don't know. I don't know when
How
we're.
long does it
This will
take?
be a week or two.
This
right?
will. Well, we gotta do ads. Want to read the ads?
I'll
Did
read
a podcast come
Yeah.
out today, by the way?
Yeah.
Be
Be honest.
one
Let's
with
be honest.
No.
No, 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 no.
Giannis, James Smith, and Ray Allen was on it.
Ugh.
What are the ads?
Ew.
Lewis. Yeah, do the Mexican ads.
Yeah.
Do them in Spanish.
Oh, hello.
That's
Oh,
not
it's a
how the
whole
Spanish
folder.
people
Sorry.
talk.
I'll be at Zany's in Chicago in
We
late
will
February.
plug after the.
I have to wait for you to open up the book
ads. I know.
while
by
you're
heart.
opening. So what?
Do not do not
Sorry,
throw it
paper cut.
back there, and I have to get it later. It would be
Becca's
appreciated.
got a good punch.
Okay, so do it then.
Guys, if you're a fan of the show, you know how you can help us out. Go to the latest episode of YKWd at riotcast.com/Robert Kelly, and you're going to notice a handful of links, a slew of links, a bunch of links. First link is for Amazon.com. Bookmark our Amazon link, guys. Every time you make a purchase through our Amazon link, YKWd and family gets a kickback. It's a huge deal. It keeps the show free. We do ask for donations. Sorry, I'm doing a hammer fisting plug because hammer fisting doesn't ask for donations because we're not fucking.
I got a tip. I'll do it better here. Listen, you guys, if you've ever done it, just bookmark. Go to that site.
That's
and
what
then,
I said.
And then bookmark it.
I
as
said
Amazon.
bookmark our link.
Guys.
Fight it out.
And then mark that as Amazon
Yes.
on your thing. So when you see Amazon, you're like, oh, let me click Amazon, and it'll naturally just take you there. So you don't have to think about it.
I'll take you there.
Is that what you were going to say?
Yes. Also, right next to that link, you'll notice a link for tweakedaudio.com. Tweakedaudio.com are the best affordable in-ear headphones on the market. Guys, you do not need to go and spend $50, $100, $200 on headphones anymore.
No, you have to. Otherwise, they're not good. You buy
No,
some
they're
shitty
very
pair,
good,
you throw them
Ari.
out halfway through the plane
No,
ride.
Ari, I'm going to tell you right now. I fucking bought Beats. I had multiple pair of Beats.
Yeah.
Those motherfuckers would break like crazy. My tweaked audio headphones, they've never broken. I have 16
Skull
separate
candies
pairs.
are the worst.
I actually like Skull Candy.
No, they break in no time.
Tweakedaudio.com, guys. Use the promo code DUDE and get 33% off, a limited lifetime warranty, and free shipping, an already affordable, inexpensive pair of
Do they have those
headphones.
big headphones like black people?
No, it's just the in-ear ones.
Oh, yeah, those are way better.
And also
For
right next to
travel.
that link, you'll notice a link for Gamefly.com. Use our link, guys, or to go to Gamefly.com/YKWd and sign up for the 15-day, 2-game free trial. You don't even have to buy anything, guys. It's a free trial. Gamefly.com is a Netflix for video games. You rent the games, you beat them, you send them back. It's as simple as that, guys. It's the way of the future. There's not a single person buying video games anymore. So you be like everybody else. Use Gamefly.com. Use our link. Sign for the 15-day, 2-game free trial. Boom. That's it.
Well done.
That's it. No one's listening anymore for your dates, though.
They're listening.
No, people have tuned out. Only
Yeah.
if they have it on play already.
Yeah,
And then you just haven't thought to
If
turn
they're
it off.
up getting a glass of cup of
It's over.
coffee.
This is where you
or-
turn out. There's a tune out
Yeah,
moment. Once you start the ads, like, oh, no one's going to listen to where your dates
Well,
are.
usually we do the ads in the middle. Scope
Oh, right.
Well, I didn't know this was gonna be an hour and 13
Guys.
podcast. So
How,
Oh,
how
you
long is
didn't?
it usually?
like 2.5 hours.
Oh, fuck. Well,
Yeah,
maybe
but-
I just got to go.
No,
You guys can keep going if you want.
no, thank you.
No, the special guest host ones don't have to be 2 hours, Scopo.
No, yeah.
You do like an hour and 20, an hour and
I'm
I'm
30.
not saying it's a bad thing.
Words.
I'm just saying I thought we had more time.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
well,
Did
Scopo,
you have
you're
anything
handsome.
special planned? Hey,
No.
I have to piss. Can I piss in your hand?
Yeah.
We'll do it over the toilet so it's not a mess.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm
Let's do
down.
it in the sink.
You're down?
No,
Let's do it.
absolutely not.
Should we plug dates? Probably.
Yeah, sure.
Joe List.
Joe List.
Oh, well, I don't. No dates need to be plugged. Just my podcast, Tuesdays with Stories, which a lot of people are listening to it. It's myself
Tuesdays
and Mark
with
Norman.
Stories?
Yeah,
Nice. I
it's
like it.
Mark Norman and I are doing it. I think Dan Soder is going to be an upcoming guest. Louis J. Gomez is on one time.
The best episode yet.
Yeah, that was a hot episode, and we're getting lots of listeners and lots of love. So listen and thank you, and I love you, and let's touch dicks.
So do you have a podcast?
I'm making noises during your dumb plug.
I was making it like
You're
it
a
was
fucking
good.
jerk.
Oh,
You were doing
shut
a
up.
weird British siren.
I was not.
You're very insensitive. All right, let's see what happens when you plug your dumb shit.
Bohemia, New York, February 7th and 8th. I got it through.
rushed it in.
Ooga!
You rushed it in.
Ooga! DanSoder.com for all dates. March, I'm in San Francisco and Denver.
March is in San Francisco and Denver. Nice. Ari has a podcast called The Skeptic Tank. It's on iTunes and my website, Ari the Great.
And go to cavecomedyradio.com for the 20 or so podcasts that we have on our network.
Hell yeah, including Legion of
Including
Skanks.
Legion of
What's
Skanks.
up, motherfuckers?
Oh, and then also I have to promote this. It's important that I am starting a new. I like saying it on yours, but I want to say it to everyone. I'm starting a new website, not comedy related. It's just about men being men and just being okay with who we are. And I'm calling it realasdudes.com.
Yeah.
We're as real as dudes are. Everybody.
First of all,
So
I
go to
already
Real As
own
Dudes.
the domain name realassdude.com, realassdudes.com, therealasdude.com.
Only
Yeah.
one S and as. Realasdudes.com.
Real ass dudes with a Z.
Real as dudes.
I just spent $400 in domain names protecting the Real Ass Dude image.
Site nobody goes to.
Dude,
Do you still have KellyFastucaSucks.com?
KellyFastucaSucks.com. Go to my
Nice.
website. Check me out live. I just put up new dates up there. I'm also going to be with Bobby. I'm opening for Bobby January
Where?
17th and 18th
Oh,
at
wow.
Bananas in Hasbrook Heights,
Oh,
New Jersey.
Fun room.
Good times. I'll also be on the Shipwrecked Cruise.
Shipwrecked.
Oh yeah,
Guys!
I almost was invited to that.
Yeah, Joe List was
Big J comes up to me. He's like, "Dude, I don't know if this is weird to say this, but we almost asked you to come to this cruise in the Bahamas, but we got Dave instead." I was like, "That's
Now,
great news."
if you guys are like, wait, are you telling me there's a possibility to see Louis J. Gomez, Seven Dust, and Papa Roach
Yeah.
on
yeah.
a boat?
Papa Roach is in the. They're there this year.
Will
Papa Roach
Suffer
is
be
there?
on there?
I
Is
got
Suffer
invited.
play?
And I was like, dude, I don't want to watch any of these bands.
Yeah.
There's not one of them.
This is my last resort.
I'm a real ass dude.
and Jim Brewer too.
Jim Brewer.
I heard all about this cruise right before they told me I wasn't invited.
Non-point.
Who was that? That sounds made up. Is Suffer going to be there?
Suffer's not going to be there.
Suffer won't be there?
Joe List, you're a mystery.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
How
is.
so?
Well, people talk about you. They all seem to respect you. You know,
Oh, that makes me
when
feel
I
good.
moved here, I just kind of get the vibe on people without having to see them all the time. You just get people talking. But then you're one of those guys. They're like, that career's not there.
No, I have no career.
Like, it's not going as well as it should be.
Yeah, I had a drinking problem, but I'm working a lot now.
Yeah, Joe's one of the funniest people on earth. The fact that he has
Absolutely.
no career is unbelievable.
Oh,
It's-
thanks.
It's startling to the point that when you bring it up to other people, I'm like, this guy's way funnier than me. It's like,
Well, I drank and
Took a shit in shoes.
Herped.
you really-
I got a bunch of diseases and shit everywhere. And
You spilled the beans on the herpes thing too. That
Well,
wasn't a good career.
That was a
but
smart
what I think
move.
I think you know what I think it is. I think it's all glasses. I'm gonna get a new pair of glasses. I'm gonna skyrocket past all of you douchebags.
how great would it be
They're big and thick.
this time next year, Joe won't even acknowledge us.
I'm just
He's
the
like,
glasses
"Hey,"
guy.
He's just blinking a lot in his new glasses, going,
Fucking, you know who's a good guy? Zac Efron. Fucking, I like hanging out with him.
one of my best friends.
When I write everything he does, it's you guys wouldn't understand. I live in Santa Barbara now.
I'm turning it all around now.
he's gonna have some sort of Magic Johnson surgery to get his herpes removed.
Joe has moved to Dallas. He's got
Yeah, he's
dogs.
got a lot of money. He's in the oil game.
I
Joe's
gotta
in
pee
the-
so bad.
Ari, where are you gonna be?
Zany Chicago, I said, but
You already did that.
There's,
Oh.
there's other places. I just
was
like to
thinking
promote
about
one
you-
date, otherwise it gets crazy.
Oh, you know what? Go visit my other podcast. I never promote hammer fisting on here. If you're, and I know a lot of the guys in here
I've been
are
on
MMA fans. Ari's been on it. Hammer fisting is on the Riotcast Network. It's the best MMA podcast on the planet.
I lost the
Easily.
bet in the inter-civil fight.
You lost the bet?
Yeah, I have to pierce my nipple now.
Really?
Yeah.
Can I do
Oh,
it?
that sucks.
Oh.
Oh God.
You were super close for that fight. I saw you tweet out
Yeah.
a picture.
I got
You
the
were-
good seat right behind the director. It was like right there. It
That was
so
awesome.
fucking good.
How creepy was it watching
Scorsese?
that break?
Oh, it's so weird. It did
Did
this
you guys
thing.
realize it happened though?
And like a half second later, it was like, wait, like just a half second, like the leg doesn't move that way. It's like, when something's just like, huh?
Right.
Like if you see the Aurora Borealis or something.
I
like,
thought for the 2 seconds watching it at home, I was like, he's mad. Did they call the fight? Like, I thought something like there was stoppage or something because he goes, and it looked like he was yelling at someone. And I was like, why is he so mad at that guy? Then they showed it. And I was like, I'm going to throw up.
I think the worst part, he put weight on it after he broke.
He knew ahead of time.
No,
he didn't even
I
put weight
thought
on
he
it.
literally
hopped,
went down.
He hopped and it fell. He knew ahead. As soon as he screamed, we all knew what happened.
I thought the I
heard it.
still think the
They showed it
Louisville
1,000
guy
times.
was worse
Louisville.
because you saw Bone
basketball
and it was
guy?
on.
Oh, that was that
it
was
wasn't a
worse.
fight.
that
It was
was super
CBS
worse.
prime time, like
Yeah, they
Sunday
saw-
afternoon.
They said if Bone came out, it'd be way, way worse. If it also get all mangled and stuff.
Tho-
It
those-
looked like a wet sock.
Those things, I mean, in general, though, it's a injury that it looks and feels way worse than it actually is. Like in reality, it's 3 to 6 months before you start training again. In the best case, like 3 months.
It's not 3 months.
His doctor said he'll be training within 6 months. He's already asking about his next fight.
I know. Whatever he's asking for.
He's
is
not
Did
gonna
his,
quit.
did his bone just shatter in two? Like his two
Just-
pieces?
yeah,
two separate pieces.
It-
Bones all shattered.
It's like
With
the
spider.
the bone down there is like your forearm bone, so it's like two thinner
Yeah.
bones. It's if he would have broke the fucking like
Femur?
the thigh bone,
It's at least a year
Yeah,
before
it's-
he comes back.
he won't fight for another year, but he'll fight in a year. Corey Hill fought in
Maybe.
13 months.
But he's
He's not the
and
type
he's
of athlete
not
that Anderson Silva
39.
is.
What's his name? The guy
He's
who
still-
broke his.
He's like 36 now.
the
Corey
guy.
Hill. Corey Hill when
When
it
it happened, he was in his 20s.
I was like 29, 30. Yeah.
The guy who broke his leg for Louisville is still out. He's like redshirting this year because
Really?
his injury's still that
Yeah, 'cause he
bad.
poked through. Oh.
Oh, that was such
They
a
were
bad
all
break.
so shaken up.
And you watched everyone throw up.
Yeah.
If you watched
I didn't know
You could
what-
see white.
People were
Like,
hugging
you could
each
see
other.
I didn't know what the
bone.
hell was going on. I thought it was like there was someone that
who
threw
was I
something into
watching
the
it with?
stands. I was like, what the
Players
hell's
are
going on?
crying on the half court. Oh.
I watched it. I was
Sorry,
all
basketball's
like,
such a
I was
faggy
laying
game.
down
Nobody
That was my
crying.
birthday.
All right. Well.
No, you guys keep talking.
Oh,
I just
okay.
have to pee.
I was like, that was
I'd
a
like a
great-
podcast that just limps apart.
Yeah.
Chris is
When
gonna
slowly
leave
just-
too.
like a band where they keep drumming. Like
Yeah.
it's just left with the drummer. It's just me going voice, 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 voice.
It's like the DJ at the end of the Slipknot concert. He just keeps on playing that one weird sound.
I don't like that you referenced that.
There's
right
a
now.
DJ at Slipknot concerts.
Yeah, there's 9 members of Slipknot. One of them's a DJ. The other dude's like a sound sample guy.
Oh,
Is
you.
his side project called Suffer? Yeah, that
horrible.
didn't bomb.
It didn't, but
Didn't
Rebecca
bomb.
laughed at it.
Rebecca saved a few bombs today.
Rebecca-
We appreciate
Rebecca-
it.
I think that's what I'm here for.
Very
Yeah.
thoughtful.
I like that. I don't like that Lewis has pulled his foot up on his fucking knee.
This foot is just basically dead from wearing this pair of Nikes. It just hurts.
Why
Constantly.
don't
So
you get
change
a
your
new pair?
shoes,
Yeah.
dummy.
I can't afford another pair of sneakers right
That's
now.
what I said about glasses, but I got new ones today, and my
This place-
career is skyrocketing.
I'm super excited to get new glasses.
Oh, my career is going to be big. Don't get the same ones as me, you
I-
jerk.
I won't.
Joe, what happened?
Stop trying to take my fame, you fuck.
I'm,
Just let me have mine.
I
You've
haven't
had,
been to an optometrist in
you've-
13 years. I
you've
need
had
to
2
see.
good years in the sun. It's my turn, baby.
Joe, why don't
Dan,
you wear
it looks
contacts?
like
I contacts I fucked up. You're fucked up if you wear contacts.
No,
You touch
they're
your own
great.
eye, you're a fucking
then I
lunatic.
got laser eye surgery. It was beautiful.
You should get LASIK. You got dough.
I'd love to.
Nate
You got
got it.
LASIK?
Cannon's
Dude,
about to get it.
LASIK, best thing I ever did, hands down.
You got LASIK?
yeah,
How hard is
I
it?
was
I don't
blonde.
like when things,
blind.
I don't like when things touch my
No,
eye.
I mean it's a little fucked up because they're doing it and your eyes are clamped open.
And you can smell
Yeah.
your eyes
You can
cooking.
smell it.
No, it's not that. The scariest
Oh,
part,
it's terrible.
they clamp your eyes open so you can't
It's
move
like
them.
Clockwork Orange. They're
shut the
playing
fuck up,
images
Louis.
of fucking. Are you
Louis,
kidding me, Scopo?
shut the
Yeah.
fuck up.
So
Hey,
your
I'm standing
eyes-
up. I'm
kidding me?
standing up
Yeah.
for Bernstein.
Yeah.
You shut the fuck up.
I'll punch you in your
so
fucking mouth. if
they
you don't
cut
shut
your
the fuck
eye,
up
but you
again.
go blind.
No.
Like your
no.
eyes go. You're literally your eye. You know your eyes open, but you're blind. You can't see anything.
No.
That was the fucking scariest part.
You'd have to put me out for that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can
they-
put
they-
your-
It's
they
only
won't
like
do
it's
it
only 30
for some reason.
seconds per eye. Really, it takes more time prepping than it is actually
30
doing.
seconds can be an eternity in the right circumstances.
But you
Yeah.
spend a minute and like a couple grand, and you never have vision problems ever again.
But
Oh,
then you wouldn't
LASIK?
be famous because you don't have your famous glasses.
Well, I'm not doing it. I'm trying to get Soder to do it so we don't have the same glasses, and then my career
Still
dies
wear it.
again.
If you want to do it before this, and it's just a small amount of people, but go find a message board with people that have turned blind since getting it.
What?
It's a very
Yeah.
small.
It's a
amount
super
of
small
people.
percentage, but those percentages actually equal to real people. So there's
That's what
real
I said
people
about the
going.
Boston Massacre. Why don't you got Boston Massacre? I got you fucking. You're saying your dumb shit. The Boston bombing.
You know, like that kid
Wouldn't
that
be
got
so
shot.
dismissive if you went blind and lost a leg.
No, but seriously, go to the message board because that
Oh yeah,
terrifies
just
me.
look up Google message boards for like.
Well, you
people
got to go to the
blind.
right people. You can't just get a guy on Craigslist or something. You got to like make sure you go to the right
It's
guy.
way better now too. It's early on. They were
You can
having
get a
some
Groupon
problems.
for it.
Miguel
Soder
Gomez.
made
someone got a-
$970,000 last year. He's
Someone
going to the
got
best
a-
guy.
Someone got a
48.
Groupon. someone got a Groupon
48
for a
my
LASIK eye
house.
surgery, and I was like, "You're really gonna trust that?"
Groupon.
Really?
My doctor. I just went to get my eyes checked to see what my new prescription was, and the guy was like, "You should do it." He's trying to upsell me. He goes, "It only takes literally 10 seconds." I'm like, "Speed is not the issue."
What's your
But then he goes.
We're not a NASCAR race.
What's your eyesight?
That's a
What
bit.
do you-
No, it's not that bad. It's just bad at night.
Mine was like
Movies.
minus 475.
That's a
was
fucking
blind.
hilarious bit. All right, fine. 7 seconds. We'll fucking zap it up.
I just did it.
We'll do it in a second. Come on,
I
just
have
do
10
it.
minutes. It's okay. Slurpees will
I
be there.
got
I'll
time.
put 2 hours aside.
Then he tries to tell me it's safer too, and I'm like, "What's safer than this? Nothing can get in there."
That's hilarious. Do you do that as a bit?
No.
Oh, you should.
Uh,
That's fucking.
now I want LASIK.
That's funnier than anything you have.
That'd be great.
Nate just got LASIK.
The glasses
And
woman.
his eyes are huge.
The Warby Parker lady was hot. The doctor was hot. She was wearing a skirt. Like she was like pulling up with this. I could see her vagina. It was insane. I thought it was like a joke. She looked like she was 28 years old. She was like a sexy optometrist. Highly recommend. She was like checking my eyes. I was like, I can see your pubes.
You said that to her?
Pubes.
With a Z.
Pubes.
RealAssPubes.com.
This is gonna end. Jesus.
No. You just
Yowza.
gasped out. Listeners just gasped me like,
I'm bombing
I can
after.
see your pubes. Ah, fuck, I got nothing left.
I'm bombing after
Dig
the
down.
buzzer.
Yeah.
It's like I just like
going on
Bird just
fumes.
stayed to take extra shots.
Pubes.
Scopa, do you hate me? I'm getting a real vibe.
No, Joe.
All right.
You think
you're
I hate
upset.
you? I mean,
The Bernstein thing, you don't like
that
it?
hurt, but I'm cool.
But
with
I
it.
love Bernstein.
Why does that hurt?
Robbie Bernstein
Nah,
drives from
fucking-
Connecticut 5 nights
Oh,
a week
he's I commend
to
Bob
do
Rob
check
for that.
spots.
And he doesn't go out on Fridays because he's a super Jew.
He's a crazy Jew.
Who is it? Bernstein? Oh, that's right.
Bernstein's
He
a
can't
real,
go out on
real
Friday.
Jew.
Really? He doesn't
I
go
asked
out
him
on
once.
Fridays?
I was really
Hold on, Dan's
fucking
doing
with
his
him.
Dan's doing his siren.
Gay siren.
That Soder's got nothing noise.
I'm on empty.
I don't think that's a joke.
Wait, what did you? Ari, you asked him once what?
Oh, he said that he didn't go out on Friday, and I just really started like, why? Why do you go there? He goes, I don't know. I'm like, do you believe in God? He goes, no, it's not that. I'm like, well, what else is there?
Yeah.
He goes, is it a family thing? He goes, no. I'm like, then why are you doing it? Why are you wasting your day and your night? And he goes, come on, man, I just ate a sandwich.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I
That's
think
a real
he's
good
going to
way
be
of
big.
That's a great. That's a great way out of a theological argument.
Yeah.
Dude, I say a sandwich.
Bernstein's going to be big.
You think so?
He's a battler. He's a warrior.
He's a hustler. Yeah.
Yeah, a
He
hustler.
really
He's a
is. He,
hustler.
I'm a
told-
hustler, baby.
he travels and then he gets up at like 7:30 in the morning to go to work.
Oh, yeah.
And
he
you're
goes
over here
far.
getting insulted. That this is the
Nah.
nicest thing I've ever said about
Fuck
you.
around with you.
calling me a Jew.
You know, I don't
like
Oh, I forget that you're like a weird Queens racist.
Nah.
Don't call me a Jew. I gotta go work for my dad.
What, was that? Were you doing?
Scopo.
I thought you were doing. What's her name?
Bernstein also does.
What was her name?
Rotem.
Rotem.
What do you call it?
Scopo, do you want to go get something to eat? I kind of do.
He
the same
fills
voice.
vending machines, Bernstein, and he dresses exactly like a guy who fills vending machines. He has like a weird hat with like the clip with like the buckle back here, and like it's flat brimmed, it's off over here, and he's got like khaki weird
the
pants that are
fashion
too big.
sense among New York comedians is horrifying.
It's not good. Well, you're looking at 3 of the worst right here.
I'm
Scopo, I
only
can't
wearing
see
this,
you,
by
but
the
it's
way,
for you.
because I'm moving.
Okay.
But I'm looking exactly like you guys do.
Yeah.
Terrible. I
Okay.
got stains over here.
All right.
Oh.
I have a
Listen, New York-
lovely.
These sneakers on stage.
Well,
with
this
the wool socks.
49er hoodie is nice.
But by the way, hold
Yeah,
on.
but it's a sports
has that
team.
not
It's
always
fucking
been a
gray.
thing amongst comics though? Like,
What?
well, you look at like fucking Dave Attell or Artie Lang. It's like they're being schlubby is almost like
Yeah,
a
but you look
style
at
in
Jerry
comedy.
Seinfeld and
Seinfeld's kind
Kevin
of
Meaney.
schlubby in the clubs.
Kevin Meaney.
To this
and
day, he's kind of schlubby
Gaffigan.
in the clubs.
No, we always wear, like,
Seinfeld?
his
Colin dress-
sport jacket. Sport
Colin
jacket
Quinn
and
dresses
jeans.
nice. Sometimes.
Even
Mr.
Patrice
Dixon
eventually
wears a
Working.
suit
changed.
everywhere
Yeah,
he goes.
Dixon wears a suit.
No, Patrice would come out in a suit and a tie every time. But it's like there's certain black comics do that.
I
there's-
think more comics
All
dress
comics
nice
wear
than
clothes.
dress shitty.
You don't have to.
no,
You don't have to
not,
wear
not the young comics.
No,
There's
you don't
more
have to wear a
schlubby.
suit. Just dress, just cool, just like you
Right.
would out on a Saturday
John
night.
Fish dresses real well.
Fish
Tommy
dresses
Johnigan
good.
dresses
Yeah, but you're
unbelievably
naming,
well.
You're naming guys that go out on the road and they're like adults. I'm talking about the average 26, 27-year-old.
Well, we're not 26.
I think I
I'm
dress.
30.
I think
Oh,
I
that
dress
guy we
pretty
were
nice.
talking about today with the faux hawk, the gay
Oh
one,
yeah, yeah.
Mateo Lane.
Oh,
Lane?
dresses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a
Yeah, he
Taylor
dresses nice.
He's got a style.
There's
but
plenty
he's
of
gay.
people that dress nice.
Well, we
yeah,
actually-
it's different.
Phil
Yeah,
Hanley
that's
dresses unbelievably.
Phil Hanley.
Phil Hanley's a good
Nick
dresser.
Griffin dresses great.
Sam Morril just like a retard.
Just a cool T-shirt or cool, like fucking.
You don't
cool.
think this is like?
This
All right, let's
is
say
a
you
cool
didn't hate my
t-shirt.
T-shirt. You don't,
Don't
think this
lump
like
my
that?
t-shirt
If I
with
walked
his.
into a place
Celtic
and I
swell,
saw
West
that,
Seattle?
if you were the first person I saw like that, I'd be like, oh, do we have to go to this bar? Like, what are we? What
What
kind of
about
bar
if
is
you
it?
saw
Really, this is
Yeah.
a graphic
Yeah.
T-shirt.
Sorry.
No, not a
jeans,
graphic
and-
T-shirt. That graphic T-shirt.
Sorry, what about this one?
No, that T-shirt's great.
Thank you.
But you're covering up with a gray hoodie.
Oh, fantastic.
And you can't represent sports teams on stage. I do, but if you're dressed like you're dressed like an
Yeah,
idiot,
you
as
can't
I
go
am.
for like a rock and roll fucking Queens of the Stone Age with a fucking douchey 49er shirt over it.
What's douchey about the 49ers? The fact that they're moving on to play Carolina in the divisional round of the
Pretty
NFC.
douchey. Colin Kaepernick might be the douchiest human being in history.
Fuck
And
you.
against all odds, he
Fuck
kisses
you.
his arm after
I
he scores.
love it.
You can't be any douchier.
I love that actually. I don't watch the 49ers, but that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it is.
I kiss my arm every time I hit a punch.
Every time he makes a long run for a touchdown.
I kiss
We
my
talk
dick.
about Lewis and his fighting. Why do you love to fight?
Oh, this is good.
What do you
Dude, I
mean,
thought we were
who?
leaving. Now
Lewis
we're-
is pissed.
But,
Let
like,
me get-
You just
why
pissed
do
him
you-
off.
you
When
just
have you
love-
seen me in a fight?
At Foxwoods, me and you, I was like, Lewis, I don't want to fight. Lewis, I don't want to
That's
fight.
not
I don't want to fight.
Oh, you mean grappling in the hotel room?
Yeah.
Fighting.
It's not fighting.
Grappling.
Lewis, do you know any,
Fighting.
do you know any jujitsu?
A little bit. I mean, I've taken some classes and I've done some MMA shit.
Do you think Ari could beat you in jiu-jitsu?
I think I could probably beat Ari.
You think you could?
You ever
I know,
wrestled?
I know you've trained, but I'm just saying, like, I
I'm
think
so much longer than you.
I think I know enough, and I'll be stronger enough and more in shape than
You're
you.
not stronger, Lewis.
I'll just give you the top.
Stronger enough?
I'll attack from the bottom.
Is that
I'm
a
not even
sentence?
gonna try to position you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he said earlier you have no floor game.
Yeah.
No floor game and no cardio.
First of all, my cardio is
30 seconds, you're done.
Dude, I'll fucking.
I
he
can-
doesn't realize like
I can see your cardio through your shirt.
There wasn't cement here. I'll do it right here.
Where's the dollar? Where's the dollar for Joe? That's a good.
Oh, I'll
give him
take it.
that
I need
dollar.
it.
Let him
Lewis, me and Lewis were fighting, and Lewis did say, "Stop it, I'm gonna die."
What? Dude,
Remember
my,
we were fighting?
listen,
Shit.
my cardio is better than both of yours put together. You out of your fucking mind?
No way.
I'll
No
crush
way.
all you guys cardio.
I could run right now. I could go run 4 miles.
I could run 4 miles
Do it.
faster than you.
No, I'm not going to just go do it.
Go run 4 miles. Go
I,
run
I
up to the
box.
Bronx.
I box 3 days a week.
Oh, that's good. Okay, I didn't know that.
I mean, no, you know, like the reason I'm fat is because I eat like shit. But now
Yeah.
it's 6 days, no carbs, no sugar, no beer.
Yeah, I still think Ari's got better.
Cardio?
Yeah.
Nope.
I still beat him on the ground regardless.
Ari, how often do you do cardio exercise?
No, I just walk around the city a lot.
Nope.
Walk.
Will
walk
not-
around.
will not beat
No, if
me.
you box, you have cardio, but
Yeah,
I will
box-
beat you on the ground.
I box an hour straight 3 days a week.
If we're not striking, I'll definitely take you on the ground.
I don't know. I don't think you would. I'll challenge you.
Is
Do you-
he
do you
predisposed
box,
to be
Ari?
better because he's taller?
Taller
Is-
helps.
It does help, right?
No, it
He has
depends.
more length. He's
It
more
depends.
length.
What with boxing or
For
with
jiu-
jiu-jitsu?
Longer reach.
Jiu-jitsu.
It helps with certain positions. Like you can do a lot more with your legs than I can do with triangles, with gogoplatas. But because you have those long limbs, I can grab an arm bar, I can grab a knee bar. They're out there.
You ain't grabbing a knee bar.
My girlfriend's no good at karate, but you should see her box.
I'm leaving on that one.
Classic.
Joke of the day.
Joe, let's.
Thank you. I didn't write that joke. 'Cause that joke is older than
For Bobby Kelly,
mother.
good night.
Dude, I'm not having grains, dude.
Dad, I need chickens and grains.
Thanks for having me, guys.
You're welcome.